Get enough. The cavalcade of concussions. Boy, that's funny stuff. They're tripping in Poughkeepsie. They're slipping in Des Moines. But the ones that win $10,000 are all trauma to the groin. A trauma to the groin, boys. Trauma to the groin. And nothing's quite as funny as a trauma to the groin. There is no wit more pretty. There is no joke divine or limerick delicious as a trauma to the groin. One day while in the garden, I stepped upon a rake. The blow intense and accurate, an impression it did make. My children caught it all on tape, thought it was the funniest thing, and I choked a curse out through my tears as they began to sing. Oh, a trauma to the groin, boys, trauma to the groin. Nothing's quite as funny as a trauma to the groin. There is no wit more pretty, there is no joke divine, or limerick delicious as a trauma to the groin. Bravo. Woo. Well, I won the money, though I failed to see the joke. Hey, each to his own, I guess. And most of the dough, well, don't you know, paid the bill to the EMS. So let us see a show of hands and let it be resolved that a trauma's much more funny if your own groin's not involved. Oh, a trauma to the groin, boys, trauma to the boys. Nothing's quite as funny as a trauma to the groin. There is no wit more pretty, there is no joke divine, or limerick delicious as a trauma to the groin.
So true. Hey, good morning, good morning. Hello, beautiful. And welcome to the Bob and Tom Show. Hi, Tom. How you doing?
Coming up, trauma to the groin.
We just played it.
I know. We have trauma to the groin in the news.
Oh, you mean a story about trauma?
Yeah, I did trauma to the groin in the state of Michigan.
Really?
Yes.
That's surprising.
Testicular contact. You know what I'm talking about, Christy?
I
Yeah.
wanted to kick a lot of people in the nuts who live in Michigan, now that I think about it.
You ever wanted to go to an airplane where you have to walk up and some guy goes, contact, and they spin the prop?
No.
Yeah, that's so cool.
I'm surprised you would want to do that. You
Oh,
don't.
that's so cool.
Just leave everything alone. Aren't you the one who has to touch the outside of a plane before you get on?
Doesn't everyone?
No.
That's because the people who don't are dead.
Do you want to hear something funny? I was talking to my older cousin, Pat. I go, hey, what's going on today with you? And he goes, well, I'm fixing my dock, and then I'm going to my neighbor's house. I got to help him put his plane together.
Oh.
And I go, I wouldn't do that. And he goes, no, you got to help your neighbors up here. And I go, no, not that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't help him. He goes, oh, I'm not getting in the plane. But yeah, I'll help him put it together.
Oh, my goodness.
You have a hard and fast rule.
You use the two-step glue, right? Two-step glue?
You have a hard and fast rule about that, don't you?
Yeah, I will not fly in experimental aircraft.
Yeah.
I admire those that do, but I don't like. I like store-bought airplanes.
Exactly right. That's a good rule.
Just ask John Denver.
Are you telling me this because I'm flying today? Is that why you're on me about this already?
Who brought it up?
You did.
Did I bring it up?
No, you did. Contact plane.
You
Oh,
did.
sorry.
Yeah, contact plane.
Sorry.
Yeah, he did it on purpose.
Remember that in the old movies? The guy walks up to you, contact, and they
Oh.
spin the prop.
That's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Where?
There's Pat Godwin.
Hi.
There's
Hey,
Willie
chick.
Griswold.
Uh-oh.
Hey, buddy.
Ace Cosby's here.
Christy must have a job interview today. You're all
Chick
dressed up.
McGee.
Nope.
Great.
By the way, you should have heard him off the air before we went on. He and I sort of kind of have the same car now, and he feels like he can bond with me when he says how great his
Right.
car
Oh,
is.
sure.
Yeah, I don't know what
It's
he's
not a
trying
car,
to
it's
do.
a rocket ship.
Yeah, it's so fast. I go, well, you don't have to drive it that fast.
Sure.
And then he goes, it's gotten me out of a lot of trouble.
No, it saved my life yesterday.
How'd it save your life?
Well, you know how it saved his life. He's, as
Some
Josh
a-
would say, magooing around
Right.
town.
No.
Cut somebody off.
No. The guy in front of me had his turn signal on and then didn't turn.
Okay.
Okay, well, that happens a
So what the
million
hell
times
does
a
that
day.
mean? That always happens.
And I bet you
I
do
accelerated out of the way, saving a collision.
that. You,
Okay, wait a minute. The
left
guy in
turn.
front of you has his turn
Coming the
signal
opposite
on.
direction.
Oh, well, that is important
Very
to the
important
story.
Yeah. So the guy goes, I'll be going left. Oh, so I can go left also. And then he went straight.
I bet you leave your turn signal on for
No,
days
I
at a
did. I
time.
did nothing wrong.
There's-
I was fine.
Am I turning into my dad? There's a street up here. There's two streets where you make the turn and it's not like a perfect 90-degree angle. And every time for every car, your blinker stays on. And I thought about writing a letter to the city asking them to install a new sign that says, check your blinker.
That's actually a good idea. I know
That-
exactly what you're talking
That
about.
sounds exactly like your father.
Okay, so I shouldn't be, I should try to let this go maybe? I
You
should work on this?
probably should.
I shouldn't write a letter to like the mayor?
No,
No, let it go.
No,
Let
no,
it go.
I take it back. Yes,
Let it blossom,
send a letter.
let it grow.
Send a letter. Do a mock-up on the computer of what it would look like.
I could raise this town a ton of money. There's a stop sign that no one has ever officially stopped at ever. Ever.
That's not true.
No, I mean, if you stop there, you are such a giant. Well, never mind.
Tom, you were scheduled for education on your car this week. Did that happen?
No, I've been too busy. I know how to use the radio.
How did the car save your life if you
Because he could go so fast that he avoided getting hit.
I avoided getting. I
I
just
see.
punched it.
I got it.
He gets out of. He's in front of people. The horns honking
Excellent
behind
driver.
him.
Never been in an accident in all these years.
It's coming any day now.
Coming up, we have
Glorious
trauma to the
glorious
groin.
accident.
And was your cousin Pat? Is he in Michigan right now?
Yeah, he lives in the middle of nowhere, Detour, Michigan. It's really cool up there, Chick. You'd like it.
No, I wouldn't.
It's in the Upper
Because
Peninsula. You get to cross the Mackinac Bridge, the
Griswolds-
magnificent Mackinac Bridge.
The Griswolds have ruined the entire state of Michigan for me.
Oh, this is like basically Canada.
Now, this is a separate from the way I grew up in Columbus, Ohio. So I don't have a soft spot for him anyway.
Do they have water in Columbus, Ohio?
Barely. Well, just last year, actually.
Well,
We finally
Pat,
got water.
it's an old like fishing cabin. He just got plumbing like 6 months ago. So
Oh.
like,
It's
letting this
awesome.
place back
That
together.
is awesome.
Did you know that the Mackinac Bridge is a gorgeous suspension bridge?
Yeah, walk us through that,
Much
will you?
nicer than say that thing in San Francisco. The point is,
Is
do
it?
you know that a car once blew off that bridge?
Yeah, Pacer.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Oh, I think it was.
I thought it was a gremlin. No,
no, it was
Watch
like
this. I think you might have told us this story before.
Yeah, it wasn't a pacer, but you're close.
what was that European
Oh, Yugo.
Yugo?
I think it was a Yugo.
Can you imagine
That sounds like an urban
getting
legend.
blown off a bridge?
There was no weight to
Sorry,
a
Christine.
Yugo.
Can you imagine getting blown on a bridge?
That'd be nice.
Yeah, it would be great.
Why not?
Why not?
In any
I'm
event,
here, the car's here, your mouth's here.
coming up, we have testicular news from the state of Michigan. Yesterday, we had an unusual story.
No vehicle's ever been blown off the Mackinac Bridge, despite rumors and legends. It's
Boom.
never happened.
Boom.
It's Google it. There's a song.
I
It was,
just
it was
did.
that's an urban legend.
That is an
Yeah,
urban
no,
legend.
it was
That's an
some
urban
school
lie.
teacher.
A school teacher?
Yes, Leslie. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a rumor that continues but is not true.
Also, just
Well-
because it's a school teacher, there's more details. There's a lot of these fake stories where kids have details. to it.
Absolutely. She had her dog with her.
She was a waitress. Her name was Leslie.
Oh, so she was. It did
Luhar,
happen.
31, was speeding across the
No.
bridge in her 1987 Yugo in 1989, caused her to lose control and plunge off the bridge. That's what it says.
So I'm right.
So it wasn't blown off the bridge.
She lost control.
Exactly.
It's the same thing. The point is
Well,
the
it's
the
car
same thing
the
at
car
all.
went off the bridge.
No.
She said her car veered into the bridge's 4-inch high median, back across the northbound lanes, hitting a curb, and then jumping an outer guardrail off the bridge. So it really didn't blow off the bridge.
I don't think the larger point was a vehicle went over the side of the bridge.
That
Did
is
not-
true.
It was
but
a
it
bad
did not
weather day,
blow
too.
off.
Whatever.
That's
you're
90%
largely
of the
missing the point. It's like saying that
blowing
wasn't.
off the
It's like saying a touchdown was run in or passed in. It's still a touchdown.
Oh man, I wish that Josh was here so we could push that button. That's boring.
yeah.
That'd
Sorry.
Really wrap
Oh,
this
yeah,
up.
I know.
Really get out of here.
So
And you know, if you
technically-
go a certain speed, open your door and look down the mag. It looks like you're floating. It's
it looks like you're
unbelievable.
floating.
It's
Coming up,
unbelievable.
we have
Beautiful waters
it's
of Lake
amazing.
a
Michigan.
couple of interesting things in the
Towards
news.
Lake
Christy,
Superior.
would you like to highlight them?
What do we have? Hey, we have Taylor Swift coming to movie theaters near you October 13th.
Thanks a lot, Taylor, ruining my life for the rest
you'll
of the
never
year.
be able to watch
Good
another
job.
movie.
Now we have to worry about tickets to see this damn
Kids will
movie.
be dancing and singing.
Does it make you happy knowing that your misfortune at the movie theater makes me a little happy?
Maybe.
Does that help you a little bit?
Yeah, it might be. But I've gotten along quite well, and I used to go to the movie. I used to look forward to it.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Oh, no one's going to go to your theater.
don't do it.
They'll
I
go
don't
to the
do it.
they'll go to the big ones at the mall. You go to the fancy place.
Oh,
don't
I
you?
You're going to have
Yeah.
This is
Taylor Swift popcorn tins and special
This
cups.
is. I don't know why you guys. This is saving movie theaters. You had a story earlier this
I
week
don't think
about.
they need saved.
Yes, they do.
No, I think if they go away, that'd be fine.
No, college football is going to be in movie theaters.
Yeah, I can't
this
do
year
that with
also.
my TV at home. Yeah, that's a real complicated
Oh, boy.
procedure.
Can't tell them anything.
I know.
You know, I was watching the college football game last night, and I was blown out of my chair. Did you know that? I wake up and
What did that cost you?
ended in my floor. Yes, I had a prostitute come over, and boy, oh boy.
Do you tip?
Oh, you got a tip. They won't come back.
This is a smart move. This movie theater thing. It'd be good for these theaters. They need business. This is going to save.
Well, it's
them.
good for the kids who can't afford $2,000 a ticket to see the show.
But it's
too.
Oh, these will get scalped.
Yeah.
It's also about the experience of doing something as a group.
Yes.
That's what this is all about.
You know what you should do as a group? Travel to Michigan. That would be fun.
Oh God.
I will say, yesterday I was at the dentist and I was talking to the hygienist.
And you
we
said?
we had a lovely conversation about Michigan.
There it
Jen?
is.
She was going there this weekend. I'm not sure. I think it was a new girl. I'm not positive. But yeah, she said she was going to Michigan, and then we talked about New Buffalo and Traverse City and Harbor Springs. I think it's already happened, chick.
Okay. Good Lord.
I hope you meet a nice prostitute from Michigan.
I hope I do, too.
Hey, baby, you want the mitten?
I'm tired of the rough prostitutes I am meeting.
I call this the thumb.
Well, that's a whole new ballgame.
It's a little
using the
Lake
thumb.
Huron joke. Where were we? Coming up in the news.
Oh, we also have a hot air balloon that has to land on a freeway.
Yeah, to hell with the news. We got sports coming up.
Did you see the guy riding with the bull in his car?
Yep.
That's a great story.
College football last night. Honest to gosh, college football. And no, Nebraska fans, I don't know how Matt Rule continues to get hired. But he led them to a last-minute loss last night. Good job, Matty.
Okay, we have
Way to
also,
go, buddy.
world records in the news and Egyptian mummies in the news, actually, also.
I love that.
That's all coming up. Right now, I hope your ears are in good shape because you want to be listening this morning. And the best way to listen is, of course, on those beautiful Raycon earbuds.
You can wear these babies all day long. Raycon's everyday earbuds look, feel, and sound better than ever. That's key. Feel. You can wear them all day long. It has they have the perfect in-ear fit, and they do not budge. With Raycon, you also get 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life. And get a load of this. They start about half the price of other premium audio brands. And plus, we have a deal for you. Hang on. And Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 56,000 five-star reviews. It's true. So right now, go to buyraycon.com/Tom and get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom, 15% off your Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom for the earbuds of the Bob and Tom Show. Raycon.
They're the best. I love those. Pat, we got a song coming up?
Sure.
Okay, well, we'll certainly look forward to that.
Morning, Pat.
Morning.
How are you, buddy?
Pretty good.
It's a nice shirt, Pat. Looks good.
Thank
Looks
you.
light.
It's your dad's.
We got an email coming up about me shoplifting and Nebraska mascots.
Okay, we're looking forward to all those things. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Mike Birbiglia, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Morning.
Remember this?
God, I have no idea why you're paying.
It's Josh's new dance.
Is that the safety dance? Ooh, yeah.
You know, so it really, maybe TV is your thing. You are quite the dancer.
Yes, you are.
I mean, for a stout man, you move well.
Yeah,
He couldn't.
No, you're a stout man.
Even elephants have moments of grace.
No, I mean you're a
fat guy,
husky fellow.
For a guy who it clearly takes 15 minutes to get out of bed.
Gosh, you
let
are
alone
Did anybody in the room break their toilet seat this weekend?
Oh my God.
for a man who nearly passes out every time he ties his shoe. You certainly can.
No, you really do move
Come
well.
on, let's go get louder. Let's just leave him here. You and him, we'll go.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course,
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
it's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
Tom, how do you have a favorite song you hate, disco?
Oh no. Oh wait a minute, Chick's doing his office chair dance.
Yeah.
It looks like you're having a stroke.
A stroke of genius.
Thank you.
So this isn't your song again?
This isn't
No, this is Chick's song.
Can you give me the... Can you kill that? This is your favorite song then?
Maybe I can. Yeah.
This is your favorite?
Scene in Watchmen. Great
Favorite
scene.
disco song.
Oh, Josh is dancing now. This is... Are you reaching for the stars there? What the hell is that dance?
So if you were on the dance floor, you would not do that.
To this song, probably, because it
Really?
would mean we were at a wedding or
I
something.
beg your pardon? Of course he would.
Now, by we, you'd have a date and do that in front of a woman?
Of course you would.
Well, no, I don't
they're
take dates.
serving
I typically
alcohol.
don't take dates to weddings.
You
Why not?
know,
Oh, you pick up the maid of
bride.
honor.
Sure, yeah.
You know, Tom, there are only a few women who are attracted to self-important hubris. And Josh is out there on the dance floor trying to have fun. You're over in the corner pontificating about how you wouldn't have gotten the cake that they chose for their wedding. And there are only a few women going to come over. He's interesting.
That's why you're socially awkward.
That's why you've always been socially
So
awkward.
who would you
and
be doing
always
that
will be.
dance with?
Whoever's out there.
Really?
Your nieces, they love to dance.
Sure, they'd be
Yes.
if
Oh,
Go to a
some of the
wedding?
bridesmaids.
The niece feet on your feet and dancing them
I
around.
And let me tell you this: when I dance,
broads are a sucker for that move.
when I dance, I don't go to people. People come to me.
That's right.
So
Let's see it again. He's moving the shoulders. Now he's reaching for the stars with a grin on his face.
Aren't there enough networks now to just be the Bob and Tom network and have us on TV all the time?
Well, we're on TV right now in the VIP cameras.
Right.
Well, we can't get all the listeners in that room, okay? That was helpful. Not at all.
Okay. Sorry.
Are you sure it's not Eminence Front by the Who?
I'm checking social media now to see if anybody.
Well, sing the disco song that is stuck in your head that you can't remember.
He only knows the
Try Rubber Band Man.
Rubber Band Man.
The Rubber Band Man. Yeah, I don't remember that.
I've had multiple people suggesting that. So
Oh,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That may be it then.
might be.
yeah, hopefully it is.
Now, what is the instrument doing that? Dang, 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 dang?
I don't know. It's kind of a high pitched. I don't know what it is.
Okay. Well, we'll have to explore it.
Maybe it's a rubber band.
Dean's looking for it.
Okay. Sorry.
Is it this one?
Oh,
Yeah, this is good.
this is good.
Amen. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comes Amos.
Yeah.
Amos Moses was a Cajun. He lived by himself in the swamp. They hunted alligator for living.
He just knock him in the head with a stone.
Staring at the TV screen in the crunch of a Monday Night Football moment and see Captain Kirk say, "Stick 'em." It really is a surreal moment.
Man.
Also with us, Christine Stedman. Now, you're a mom?
Well, a mom and a grandma. I think you know that.
I know. See,
I'm a grandpa.
This is how this
Are
works.
you?
Yep.
She's been married 27 years and still a virgin, Tom.
Yes.
28,
Well, you know, I
28.
have a lot of grandkids. My daughter keeps having babies, has one almost every year.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, she called me the other day. She goes, Mom, guess what? I'm pregnant again. There must be something in the air. I'm like, yeah, you're late.
But seriously.
Hello?
Bang!
Hey, hello?
Zing. I'm getting her fixed.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Come up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey,
Is this a new thing now? The scarf
I've been wearing a scarf.
recklessly around your neck?
I have worn a scarf probably
Is it because
16 times in the last month.
the public outcry of people wanting to strangle you? Is
Yes,
that so
that's
good-
exactly it.
easy. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
That's him. You'll hear him maybe later. There's Willie Griswold.
I like her scarves.
Thank you.
I do too.
And it
I
reminds
said
us
was
all-
was it a new thing?
It reminds us all that she is the Fred of our Scooby-Doo.
Oh, Fred does wear like a scarf.
Does he really? Oh, that's right, he does.
Now, is that
I
an
thought it was
ascot?
more like a Velma.
Hang on, Ace. I look to you for fashion. Is that an ascot or a cravat or?
I call it an ascot.
It's an ascot, definitely.
It is an ascot. I thought an ascot.
Ascot was it.
Down your shirt.
Yeah,
His
that's
is
sounds like-
that. That's not an ascot.
It is just a.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about the guy from Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, Fred wears his like that.
Why'd you
Oh, he
say?
does?
Why'd you say it like that? Say that again.
He says it like that every time.
I can't picture Tom sitting down watching Scooby-Doo, even when he was 10.
Scooby-Doo.
I love this episode. They have the Harlem Globetrotters. Look at these fellas go.
I like the way it's always the same plot.
You know, one morning.
Well, you know, you're the
Hey.
one who says
It's always the caretaker of the mansion on the island that's the
Old
bad
man
guy.
Williams. He said on the air before, "Hey, what's the name of that show with Scooby-Doo in it?"
Sorry,
Scooby-Doo.
Did he ask who was the guitarist in the Jimi Hendrix Experience one morning? Or did I dream that?
Oh, Rabbit, Rabbit, Rabbit. Oh, kids, it's
Yes.
September 1st.
Yes.
Holy hell.
So ever noticed that Marmaduke never gets the credit he deserves? Because he was kind of...
He was first, though, right?
Yeah, Marmaduke was there. All of a sudden, he got Scooby-Dooed out of the picture.
Well, you got Marmaduke, then you've got Scooby-Doo and Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Yeah.
Big-
Poor Clifford.
Marmaduke is the Cadillac, the original big
the
big
Great
dog.
Dane, yeah, okay.
There were so many cartoon dogs. Paw Patrol had to come in, arrest all of them, and now that's why they're in charge.
I forget. There's a video somewhere of people, a city manager wanting new Paw Patrol officers. They're trying to advertise for new animals. And they have to talk, and they have to be able to carry a gun. Anyway, Rabbit gang. My name's Aaron. Yes, Aaron. I am in Monroe, Michigan.
Right.
Let's go.
Home of General George Custer. Go blue, ... Oh, how I hate Ohio State. All right, fair enough. Room for everybody.
No, we were talking about the Mackinac Bridge earlier. And know that this weekend is the Labor Day Bridge Walk. You can actually walk across it. Thank you, Len, for advising me of that fact.
Len who?
How cool would that be?
Not.
You ever walked across the George Washington Bridge in New York, Pat, or the Brooklyn Bridge?
I've walked across the Brooklyn Bridge.
I've walked across both. The George Washington Bridge was really scary. There were holes in the sidewalk you could fall through.
Are there
I hope
signs?
they've repaired those by now.
Are there signs on the Mackinac like there are on the Coronado Bay Bridge in San Diego that give you the suicide hotline number?
I don't know.
Things like that.
I hope so.
What? This is a real thing, Tom. It's a concern.
There's a lot of real things we don't talk about because they're not very funny.
Well,
We'll be back with our big cancer hunk.
dear radio gods,
That's
this is from Dumpster Man.
Hi, Dumpster Man.
Dear radio gods, on my way to work this morning, I heard "Yummy, Yummy, Yummy" by the Ohio Express.
Oh, yeah.
Awful.
That was a great song. My first
I
45.
immediately started thinking about Chick, trying to remember if this was the first record he bought or did he shoplift it. It was the first record I ever shoplifted. That's exactly right. Keep up the great work. Love you guys, Dumpster Man.
We used to do a medley of The Biggest Part of Me into Come on Eileen and Yummy, Yummy, Yummy. I've got love in my tummy. See, they kind of the implication
Are you
was.
trying to say something? Yesterday you talked about Herbie Husker. That's right, because the ladies set a world record for the number of people attending a women's sporting event yesterday, 92,003 at Husker Stadium there. I said that the little inflatable guy was Herbie Husker. Evidently, I misspoke. That gentleman's name is Lil Red. Herbie Husker is actually a guy in a costume, not inflatable. And he has a red kerchief in his back pocket and things like that.
Okay.
So I apologize, Husker Nation.
Got to get our mascots right.
Got to get them right.
Does Purdue Pete still have the giant head, or has that been politically corrected out
He
of?
still has the giant head.
No, there's no organization that's upset about that for some reason.
And yesterday we heard
large-headed people. Of the
Purdue Pete's not the mascot. That's what this lady said.
Yeah,
she said
I know.
She works at Purdue.
He's among many mascots.
We're getting a thumbs up from the Purdue guy in the building.
That Purdue Pete's not the mascot.
The train's the mascot,
train's
right?
the mascot, yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's Purdue
All
right
right.
down to his socks.
The Purdue Pete's funnier.
Heck yeah, he's funnier.
Yeah, but have you ever had a Boilermaker?
Ooh, I have.
You do the 3, 2, 1 countdown when you drop the shot in the beer. You do that. 3, 2, 1, blast off.
You drop it in? You do it like
chug it down.
You drop it in?
Like they do in Reluctant Astronaut with Don Knotts.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up in sports.
Ronald, we're on sports right
sorry.
now. Yeah, that's what threw me. Ronald Acuna Jr. hit a grand slam on his wedding night last night to become the first player. I knew you'd say that, with 30 home runs and a wedding. What? A wedding?
We have
You're
weddings
done.
in the news.
You're done with weddings.
You're right.
30 home runs, 60 stolen bases. First player ever in major leagues to do that. The Braves overcome a pair of Mookie Betts home runs. Mookie, did you leave the stove on? And the Braves beat the Dodgers 8-7. That's right. Mookie and his longtime girlfriend were married earlier in the day in Los Angeles. They have
nice.
They have 2 children. They're lovely pictures up on the
That's
internet.
nice. We have coming up
and then after the game,
interesting wedding news.
Yes, we do. That's why I was startled. Would you stop?
Could we do anything but this? We have interesting, fun wedding news coming up about ceremonies and changes and what's happening in our culture.
Cha-cha-cha changes.
Good song.
U.S. Open action yesterday. John Isner's heading off into retirement, lost in singles and doubles at the U.S. Open. He's 38 years old, the tallest tennis player ever at 6'10". He was beaten in final set tiebreakers in both matches. Congratulations. He was the Wimbledon. They played like an 11-hour match, and he was on one side of that back in 2010. 11 hours, 5 minutes.
At 6'10", he could have been on both sides of it. That's
No joke. That's a tall guy.
Who's the fattest tennis player to ever compete? Has anybody that's 250 ever gone out there? Because I might be
250, sure.
I could change the world.
I don't think so.
You want me to hit the road to 300 and then get out there?
You don't think anybody 250?
I don't think no. This guy probably close, but he's 6'10". He was beaten yesterday by Michael Momoh. His last name is M-M-O-H.
Okay.
And Escape from Alcaraz. He won yesterday. He advances. He's number 1 seed.
Terrific.
College football last night. North Carolina State beat UConn. Minnesota, last-second field goal, beat Nebraska. Way to go, Mitch. Missouri over South Dakota. These are all actual games that were played last night, Tom, in college football. They all count, not preseason. Tulsa, UAB, and Trent Dilfer. Arizona State. Utah beat Florida. Wake Forest beat Elon. Elon's coming. UCF wins, also Georgia State and Western Michigan. And Jaden Rashada in Arizona State, 236 yards last night. And a Tennessee woman has the longest competitive mullet. Now, this isn't a world record. We're just looking forward to her competing. I want to be clear on this. Okay. A woman in Tennessee has broken the Guinness World Record for the longest competitive mullet. Ms. Tammy Manis earned the record title with a mullet measuring 5 feet, 8 inches long, taller than Christy.
Can I tell you something?
Way taller than Christy.
Tammy Mamis is exactly the name of a person that has the world's longest mullet.
Of course. Yeah, I agree.
It fits so well.
I have to look at her. Tammy?
It's hideous.
Is it not glorious?
No, it's awful.
Well, it's unique. It's her own thing. That makes it beautiful, right?
It's
is that the new thinking? Even though it's hideous,
everything is unique and beautiful.
How do you spell her last name?
Mains, Manis. Manis.
It's she's got kind of a pompadour and then this huge thing.
Sure, business up front. Oh my Lord. Yeah, that's Tam Tam's all right.
Hell yeah. Kind of looks like a roller
Keep
bag.
reading.
Doesn't she look like she wears glasses even though she's taking the
there
role?
she is.
Yeah, there she is.
Oh, wow.
I wonder if
Tom.
Well, that's not a good look. that is just hideous.
I wonder if she has a cocker spaniel.
Even if you feel that way, you don't say
Sorry,
that.
goodbye erections.
Thank you guys.
Let me tell you something. From this moment forward, I got your back, pal. You can do no wrong in my book.
Yeah, that is.
Everyone be nice. There's a series of men out there that like a lady that looks like Dee Snider, and they're going to find this lady, and they're going to fall in love, and everything is going to be great.
She's probably a very nice person.
I'm sure she's a nurse. She takes care of others.
It says here that she began growing her hair in the 80s when she saw a video by Till Tuesday called She says the girl had a rat tail, and I wanted to grow one of those.
Oh yeah, she did.
Amy
Yeah.
Mann, yeah.
Well, that's
Amy
not
Mann.
that's not a.
I know.
That's not a mullet.
Yeah.
Hey, Ace and I just want to get it right. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Mullets and rat tails, they're cousins, though. They're in the same family of kind of weird haircuts, right?
Maybe.
Unconventional, sported in Star Wars. They've got several things in common.
Yeah, her mullet is very butch.
Are there mullets in Star Wars?
I think so. In the early ones, is there not any mullets? I could be wrong.
Interesting.
In any event, congratulations on your record, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations. That's great.
You want to do a little spin doctrine here?
They show that photograph to
Stop.
men with priapism, as Pat says, the erection killer. Well, he took too much Viagra. Show him that picture. That'll get it down.
Oh, boy.
I got your back, brother. Are you going to do the bull in the car story, Christy?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Why don't you do that now? Because I think it has something to do with Nebraska.
A car driving with a bull in it was pulled over in northeast Nebraska's biggest city. Don't worry. According to Norfolk Police Captain Chad Raymond, it really was supposed to be there because the guy has a modified Ford Crown Vic with a bull riding shotgun. It has the windshield and the roof removed so that his bull named Howdy Doody can actually ride in the car.
Right this way, Mr. Doody.
Lee Meyer owns Howdy Doody, and this time, though, he wasn't headed for any parade. He was just driving, which is why he was pulled over and was told by the officer, you need to turn around and go home. You can't just drive around with a bull in your car.
Why not?
Have you seen the back of the car?
Yeah, it's...
Riding a little low, is it?
No. It's full of cow poop.
Oh.
It's all the way down the back windshield. I would think it's right up your window.
So much for worrying if there are French fries on the floor. Well, if you're going to have a bull in your car, you're
Who's
gonna have
driving?
bull crap.
Who's driving?
He's driving,
The
Mr.
owner.
Meyer.
Oh, I thought the other passenger knew how to steer. Thank you.
Don't clap for that.
That's technically a joke. I'm not going to laugh at it, but he needs something for it.
Hey.
Get something for he made the effort.
He's on the board.
Which horn do you honk? Thank you.
It's a longhorn steer, yeah.
He's got those big longhorns out on the grill, too. That's hilarious.
There it is, Tom.
And did you hear, Tom, he drives this in parades.
That is a gigantic.
Yeah, it's a gigantic
It
bull.
looks fake. It looks like a balloon. That's such a gigantic animal.
Look at the size of those antlers. Are those horns?
Horns.
Antlers?
My God.
My only problem with this is that the bull isn't wearing like those old school Amelia Earhart style
Goggles?
Goggles, yeah,
Oh,
that'd be
that would
great.
be
That's
great.
hilarious.
I bet
But if you look at the video, it shows the car passing by, and you can see all the the horrible
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 turds.
all down the back way.
They could modify this so there was like a turd collector. And
Yeah.
Like those, sometimes you see the animals that have the bag in the back, the
Sure.
horses.
Well, apparently it's more liquid for the bull.
Oh, God. Where was this?
Oh,
in Nebraska.
I'm trying to find the story.
You know, I was driving behind this guy and I got bull poop all over my car. It's like no one uses their turd signals anymore. It's so unsafe out there, you guys. Just the clap, right?
Technically,
It's in
not
Norfolk,
funny,
Nebraska.
but it's a joke.
Okay, I don't know if you can see that from here, but yeah, it's
Oh my
the
goodness
video. You can
gracious.
plainly see that.
It is a gigantic animal. So
Yeah.
he needs to modify it even more, but that's hilarious.
Chick, does the visual of this do anything for you? This guy goes to the gas station, and then he's pumping his gas, no big deal. And then he gets the windshield wiper thing.
Oh, yeah.
And then he cleans off just the side that has no bull poop on it and just leaves that side completely.
You know, that bull is so big. How does he drive that car?
It has to have special struts in it, I would think, right? To
Would
hold
you
the
get
weight.
used to the smell of the bull poop? I guess you would.
I don't know much about this type of animal. I would think the animal would be so just nuts in the situation that they would kick and jump out of the car.
Apparently, he's quite
You see,
used to this.
Is really?
I bet
he's been in
you
parades. and
This guy and Howdy
his
Doody
buddy.
are best of friends.
So he must have been doing this since the bull was a little tiny guy.
Right, that's what I would assume. Yes.
They say a dog's a man's best friend. Well, these fellas ain't got no friends, is what I tell you.
The idea of turning it into Howdy Doody's car had been in this gentleman's mind for years. It took a granddaughter to push him into action. He said, I thought about it. I talked about it. One of my granddaughters said it was a bad idea and I shouldn't do it. So I had to show her that Grandpa could do it. But I did it anyway.
Can you imagine he gets into a car accident? He goes, I'm sorry, officer, I couldn't see. His testicles were hanging and the bull sack was blocking my view of the oncoming traffic. I know you can't see this if you're listening on the radio. It is a gigantic bull.
It's worth it.
Riding shotgun.
Yeah.
In this guy's car.
Right.
It's half Longhorn, half Watusi.
Oh.
Whatever that is.
Watusi's, well.
Watusi's a dance, right?
No, it's actually a cattle, too,
Okay.
as well.
There's the famous dance, Do the Watusi.
I know you were going to
That's
jump
because
on
they
that.
they bop in the field like they're doing the Watusi. That's how they got their name.
All right. Well,
Cardi B song, Do
that's
That
a
Wet
cool
Watusi. Is
Oh.
that one?
It's
Maybe.
Now, he calls the bull, as you mentioned, Howdy Doody.
Yep.
No, did you get that reference, Willie?
Is that Country Laughin'? It was called Howdy Doody?
No, Howdy Doody was a puppet in the 50s, right, Pat?
Yep.
I mean, it was before my time, and
And the host of the show, do you remember?
yeah, Buffalo Bob, I think.
Buffalo Bob Smith, who also did the voice of Howdy Doody, which was really confusing if you start watching it. It's available.
And then Howdy Doody ended up being referenced in, was it the show Fridays?
Yeah, Larry David's one of his first bits. He
And it would be right this way, Mr. Doody.
dressed
They had
up
this-
like an actual
Howdy Doody.
Real Howdy
Howdy
Doody.
Doody getting reservations in restaurant. Right this way, Mr. Doody.
I always wanted to do a thing. They would take that classic hip hop song and make it. This is Howdy Doody.
I mean, the intersection of that Venn diagram is quite small.
Oh, that's the thing. And that's the thing. There's like one guy driving right now that goes, "Oh, that's funny."
Whatever.
I apologize to everybody else.
Whatever the name of that song is, this is how we do it. Right?
Yeah.
There was a picture going around of a guy named Howie Do It.
Oh.
And the music is playing in the background.
Oh, I
This
didn't-
is how we do it.
But I like this is Howdy Doody.
Howdy Doody.
Great song. Now, coming up in sports.
Coming up in sports, we've got world record concerning. We're all sad, of course, because Josh isn't here. He's fishing with his brothers in the Ozarks. But our world record today concerns gravy.
Edible
Not the cat,
gravy.
Not the cat, but the food.
Real quick, I want to tell you that the NFL season will start in, 6 days? Is that right?
Countdown's on next Thursday.
We have something going on. It's the Big Green Egg competition for the beautiful Big Green Egg Mini Max. We give one away each week.
You know, this is the first time this century that Tom Brady will not be under center in the NFL.
Wow.
Man.
In any event, if you'd like to win a Big Green Mini Max, here's what you do. You go to bobandtom.com/contest and just pick all the winners of the first week's games, or pick as many as you can, and then whoever gets the most will win, and there's a whole tie-breaking system, et cetera, et cetera. You don't have to know about the spread. It's real simple. Have some fun, bobandtom.com/contest. And this is a perfect weekend to have a big green egg because lots and lots of great grilling outside. And this is the Rolls-Royce of grills. So come on, give it a shot. BobandTom.com/contest. Coming back, lots of cool things in the news, including mummies, lollipops, irradiated wild boars. It's all coming. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888.
Your pro
you don't
bottom tan
Well,
line.
if I'm sunless tanning, if I'm doing this airbrushing,
Yeah.
I just don't wear a top. No.
Gotcha.
Do you, I'm not trying to be crude here, but do you have some kind of nipple blocker?
No.
So then it just becomes kind of one shade.
Yep.
Do you lift the boobs halfway through to get the underbelly?
I don't really have a lot of underbelly.
Oh, okay.
Do they have like a clothesline where you can pin them up?
Wow. I'm quite proud of my boobs. They look
You should be.
nice.
They do look
Thank
good.
you.
Yeah. But even the nicest boobs have the underbelly.
Chick's getting a car. He left.
I don't have much of one. I'm very
Hey, you dog owners, listen up. This is something for your big sweetie. Chew Works.
Has your dog ever scarfed down one of those chew sticks without really chewing?
ChewWorks has a hold to chew, which will prevent choking and GI blockage.
When dogs can't properly hold the chew stick between their paws anymore, they tend to just swallow it.
Available in 3 sizes, mini, junior, and large. Extra large coming soon.
Their whole purpose is to provide a safer and healthier way for your dogs to chew.
Chewworks.com. Now, good luck. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Bates.
Thank God.
I don't break yet, so I gotta get off before I get in trouble. But Chick, we got you on speaker. The guys here at work are wanting you to do Jodie Foster talking about the electric knife.
What kind of knife? Hear the lambs, Dr. Lecter.
This is one of your best impressions. I think this rivals your...
Which one?
Your Jimmy Stewart.
Oh.
And now Jimmy Stewart talks to Jodie Foster.
What agent? What was her name in that?
Starling.
Agent Starling, do you see a rabbit? I don't, Dr. Stewart.
And this has
now,
been...
Can you do, can you do her doing Nell?
Dr. Xavier.
I can do that. Chickapay.
Jody, get in the car, Jody. Please get in the car.
It's not Jody, it's...
Oh, yeah.
No.
See, that's why I couldn't be an actor in a movie. I'd call them by their real names.
Clarice.
Cut!
Oh, Clarice, will you change my diaper?
Oh, God.
Made a boom boom.
Of course, our house band today, the Black Moods.
Smack Tom, Smack Tom. It's time now to smack Tom. He's been running his mouth again. He's been pissing us off again. Smack Tom, Smack Tom, Smack Tom.
I'll handle the lyrics.
And we smack Tom.
Shown on movie theaters Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in the upcoming future. You can look it up on the internet for the details, but apparently those tickets being snatched up across the country. And again, AMC stock prices went up on the news of them showing the Taylor Swift concert. That's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Comedian Roger Naylor is our guest from the Ohio Valley. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to remember. Is your wife a cop?
Yeah, it's not the traditional job like we were talking about. I mean, it is very, very romantic. We met at a Dunkin' Donuts. So. She hates that joke.
I'll bet she does.
It is a weird job for a woman to have, but it has its advantages. I mean, what other job can you think of where the woman comes home every single night with handcuffs? So
sure,
we got a little game we like to play called Held for Questioning. On the downside, my wife carries a gun.
Oh, good point.
Which makes PMS a whole different ball game at my house. Our toilet seat stays down. I take no chances. I pee in the tub or out in the yard. I don't even mess with it.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, my wife is a cop. It's very weird being in bed with a cop. Do you know how embarrassing it is to be in the middle of making love to your wife and all of a sudden you hear, "What's your hurry, pal?" Do you know why I stopped you? Do you know how fast you were going? I gotta wear a radar detector on my wiener. It's a fuzz buster.
Bravo! Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Comedian Dwight Slade.
I think they're overdoing the IDing for liquor. We ID under 65. Bring your walker.
Yeah.
I got carded the other day, and it's like, look into my eyes. You ever seen a 21-year-old with this much hate and bitterness in their eyes?
Yeah.
Let's not count the birthdays. Let's count the dark angels. The people who think and cluck at the same time.
How does that work?
You ask them a question. You go, hey, are we doing dinner tomorrow? Dinner tomorrow. What are you, an Aborigine? Answer the question. I want to go to dinner. You're hunting for Coke bottles. Let's go.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody. This is Bob and Tom.
We're going to do coming up.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the news desk. Christy Lee.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
Rabbit. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
Ace Cosby's here. Hey. Josh Arnold on vacay. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Before we get back to the sporting scene.
Yes, sir.
A couple things you might want to Google, or we'll have it on our various social media platforms. The first one is on the Bob and Tom social media stuff. I talked to Drew Hastings yesterday, and Drew's doing okay, having some fun, working on his book. And Drew was upset that we hadn't turned him into Lady Drew. As you know, we had the, what do you call it, the AI, what is it, gender swapping formula, whatever it was. And we turned the boys into girls and the ladies into men with this technology. We had our guy, at Drew's request, turn him into Lady Drew.
I'm oddly attracted to mine. What about you?
Not at all. If you want to see it, it's out there. It's disturbing.
You're beautiful.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I got one tweak. I got boy to girl. He got boy to girl, and then he got the cheeks tucked in. He got the eyes illuminated. Everyone got a little more filter.
This sounds like sour grapes to me.
I'm all fired up about it, man. I'm all fired up about it.
If you want to see us as we do the opposing gender, whatever you want to call it, it's out there now. Also out there, we have an interesting story from Christy from yesterday about the, I keep forgetting the name of these things, the wipes.
Dude wipes.
Dude wipes.
Dude wipes, and these are moist towelettes for the bum, if you will.
For the body.
Okay, what they call them? Okay.
Yeah, you can really use them anywhere. He's right.
They're flushable wet wipes designed to be used mainly, I think, in the toilet.
And I want to speak on behalf of a homeowner. When they say flushable, you may regret that.
Yeah, well.
I know that they're clogging up sewer systems throughout the world. These wipes, not everything is flushable. And
it's like a shower in the middle
depending
of the
on what kind of sewage you have or what kind of system you have in your home, you might clog up your grinder. We had a letter from a plumber explaining that he loves them because it gives him things to do.
Man.
Well, with fall approaching, the dude wipe folks, I'm sorry.
I'm glad that I don't own my home. I flush all kinds of stuff down there.
Oh, yeah.
The next guy's got to worry about it, right?
Have just released pumpkin spice scented wet wipes.
Tom, is your ideal transaction still showering afterwards?
Well, it depends what goes on. I do like to have a nice, fresh
because
feeling.
I'll admit it. That's my ideal transaction.
Sure.
I mean, it's like, afternoon, you're relaxing, you have a sit down and then a nice shower.
Oh, stop.
Then you go pet the dogs.
The
dogs, when you're in the bathroom, are where?
Right in front of you.
Right there.
Yes.
Now,
you know why they do that? They're protecting you.
The larger point here is this company called Dude Wipes has done what?
They have released pumpkin spice scented wet wipes called Dumpkin Spice.
See, did you add that, or is that...
No, that's the name of it.
And the
D-U-M-P, all in caps.
The dump part is capitalized.
And then small.
They're emphasizing the...
Are you working for Dude Wipes? I don't know about it.
See, this is I think they heard Pat's song and had to do something because Pat's song is about how everything has pumpkin spice in it now. And the pumpkin spice, what is it, lattes at Starbucks came out last week. They used to come out in October, but everything is too early now.
I had the pumpkin spice chai tea the other day. It was pretty good.
I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, just that the seasonality of everything in the world is it's starting to trouble me.
Christmas is up at the box stores. Trust me, I'm aware.
Okay.
It's crazy.
You love stuff like that, like it's a cherry season, tomato season.
I do.
I call that the
it is
ice
cherry
cream
season.
stores open.
Last weekend we had great tomatoes and great sweet corn.
You're just a big puss.
It's the season, but now it's everything all the time, as Don Henley says in the song.
Yeah, I want to eat a banana on the moon. I don't care. Let's do it.
That should be the title
That's
of a
right.
book.
Yeah.
I want to eat a banana.
Don't you want to eat a banana on the moon? Question mark.
No, I don't. I like it here.
Well, that's what that show that I tried to watch is about. They're selling real estate on the moon.
I tried. I love the cast.
I couldn't make it either.
Great art direction, but terrible writing.
Yeah, Apple TV is throwing a lot of darts, aren't they? They're throwing a lot of darts. A lot of bullseyes. Ted Lasso, my goodness.
I tried to watch that Silo show, and it's like,
that
drags on.
What's the one with they're trying to sell real estate in the moon? I got 3 episodes in and couldn't
Tomorrow
take it.
something?
A Better Tomorrow or a Welcome to Tomorrow or something like that.
But incredible art direction.
Yeah. Billy Crudup's in it.
Yeah.
He's great.
He's great, but the writing blows.
Do we get to hear a song from Pat now?
Well, that's Pat. I want to think you need to be congratulated. I think this was your idea, these dump wipes.
Yeah.
Well, you know, July's got the sunshine. Oh, April has the showers. January's got the snow and May brings all the flowers. November's got the turkey. December's got Christ. But October's got the pumpkin spice. August and September too now. Pumpkin spice, yeah. Pumpkin spice. Oh, a little in my latte would sure be nice. But keep it out of my shampoo. Can I give you some advice? Go easy on the pumpkin spice. Oh, I like it in a candle. Oh, I don't mind it in my tea. But I love it in hooch, even though it's bad for me. Going out of my gourd, headed to rehab at Betty Ford. Cause I'm drinking whiskey with the pumpkin spice. I'm addicted to this stuff, baby. Pumpkin spice. Pumpkin spice. Oh, put it in your Metamucil, will make your dookie smell nice. If you want your ass all clean and to smell like Halloween, they make wipes that smell like pumpkin spice. And Tom, you know what they call it? They call it Dumpkin Spice. Dumpkin Spice. I guess Poopkin Spice was too much and didn't sound nice. For you freaks who want a blumpkin, try it with a splash of pumpkin.
Yeah.
Get so easy with the pumpkin spice. You know the caves that got spelunking? Vince Carter got the Duncan. He's the best, I think. James Brown, he put the funk in. But October's got the pumpkin spice. Oh, yes, it does.
Oh, that's beautiful, Pat. That's really nice.
I like how you rotate the things that are Duncan or Spelunkin. Did you look up Vince Carter?
I had to.
Perfect. That's all I needed to know.
That is so funny. And by the way, if you don't know what a blumpkin is,
Don't look it up.
Don't look it up.
Don't look it up.
I'm just telling you.
No.
Oh, come on. Look it up.
No, I'll tell you what. This friend of mine is getting a rhinoplasty.
Nose job?
Nose job. And I said, he was asking me, I don't know why. He goes, what do they do? And I said, well, just let the doctor do it.
Oh, yeah.
Don't look it up. Because you're always going to get the commenters, my friend had it.
Have you seen the documentaries on the plastic surgery and they do a nose job?
You know,
I don't want to watch that.
A quality physician will tell you they know what they're doing. Don't look stuff up. You have every moron weighing in on it.
That's so weird. Why is Josh so anxious about his nose job? He's going to look great.
I'm supposed to say anything.
Well, you ever try to talk to him? It's just the three of you there. me, Josh, and his nose. Good God.
The point here is, Blumpkin, you're better off not knowing. Is that
my
correct?
girlfriend Googled it. She was not pleased.
Okay, all right. Yeah, just don't do it. You've been warned.
It's total release.
You've been told. Now, coming up in sports.
Talk about love, huh? You like a bumpkin?
Stop it. Please.
Coming up in sports, gravy, and also sheep.
Sheep and gravy.
Sheep gravy.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, this is Howdy Doody. Coming right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue.
You took my breath away from the moment I first saw you. Will you marry me, Dolly? She said yes! She said yes!
It's not a real person.
It's not a real diamond. Real, natural, earthborn diamond. For your real love, from a real jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer Jewelers.
Couldn't tell you if it's recently because the
doesn't work.
Cable's out. Okay,
you got to pay the bill.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. What's the phrase about it?
Well, sometimes there's more month than money.
There's more month. There's more month than money.
I tell you what, because 25th come around, we damn near started that.
No, I forget. I know these are.
Man, we've been there though.
These are the Dickey twins. Your name right? Yeah, what are you, Rod Dickey, and he's what is it?
I'm Dick Dickey. That's Ricky Dickey.
Ricky Dickey and Rod Dickey.
How you doing?
No, it's Ricky
Rod
Dickey.
No, Ricky Dickey and Dickey Dickey.
Yeah, I see. The Dickey brothers.
Where'd you get Rod?
No, the Dickey twins. Our great Uncle James wrote Deliverance.
Did he?
Oh, James Dickey.
That's right.
Finally.
I kept telling him, no, you need more sodomy. Yeah, more bunghole.
Christy?
You told me I couldn't say that.
You can't.
Josh is on fire today. I'm the intellectual in the family, and he's a little bit more earthy.
Okay. We'll get back to
Health officials in Canada.
I can tell you how old you are just by smelling your fingers.
It's true. Try him. Tell him. Try him.
You're 35.
He's usually right within 5 or 6 years.
You know something?
It's true.
Josh, and honest to God, it would be worth to dress you up.
What about me? I want to be dressed up.
Get a booth at the state fair.
Yeah.
Dress you up like Ricky Dickey.
Right.
Get a booth at the state fair with a straight face. Have a sign up there. I can guess your age by smelling your fingers. and see how many people would come up and go, well, this guy can't do it. And
yes.
God,
But what happens when he's wrong? Wouldn't they be mad?
I never.
Who cares?
Take his money?
As Josh puts it, you're just doing it for the viral video.
Are you going to take money from these people, or you're just doing it for free?
You say if we can't do it, we'll give you $3 or something.
Okay.
The thing about the Dickey brothers, they always have their trapper hats on.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, overalls, and they're pretty educated. They're not,
Now you wear the overalls with no underwear and no undershirt, right? Little side boob.
We ain't stupid.
Oh, can we do that next summer, please?
We can do it now. We can do it for Christmas. I got my trapper hat right here.
He got me a trapper hat for my birthday.
Are you going to model that for the camera?
I put it up on mine. I still remember when you squirted out of Mama.
Oh, jeez.
I thought you guys were twins.
He's 5 minutes. Yeah, I remember it. I was first.
5 minutes older.
A doctor lifted me up, spanked me, turned me around so I could watch old Dick come out.
Yeah. I heard you almost dropped your dip.
That's right. Jaw fell right to the floor. That's right. What a man he is. He dipped right out of the snatcher.
I like that book, The Snatcher in the Rye.
Oh, yes, yeah.
That's quite a book. Yeah, I'm sorry. Christy, where were we?
Health officials in Canada.
Take this ad to it.
Could we take a picture of you in that? Because you're.
It's on his.
It's on Chick's Instagram.
Josh, you need a green.
Chick McGee, if you want to go on that Instagram.
That is one stupid looking hat.
Oh, dude, trapper hats are the best.
Oh, it's so warm.
You need a green one.
I can't wait for it to get really cold.
I've got a couple.
Do you?
Yeah, I love them.
Got this snap on the bottom.
They really keep your face warm. They're amazing.
Does the front come down?
The wind chill.
Yes, it does.
Well, you won't have to worry about. You won't have to worry about getting a venereal disease because those are vagina repellent.
Wait a minute, I can't hear you. What? There you go.
Even better.
You tell me if it looks stupid.
What's the big flap with the fur in the front for?
Yeah,
Are you supposed to pull it down, but then you can't see?
That's what I said.
It doesn't pull down.
That's just there for fashion, Tom.
Okay, because that does look good.
So you take this off there and it cuts
You
the line
slaughtered
all
some
off.
poor animal for that stupid thing?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right there. That's a vole. And then the chinchilla's in the back. Right.
Hey.
That's right.
Baseball guys, they just look so joyless and smug, and they just sit there in the dugout, and they look like cops. You know how, someone gets pulled over, they have no registration, and you need 9 officers, and they all stand around with their arms crossed and self-important looking, no joy in their face.
So what do you do during? Because I can tell you love.
I mean, I'll
so
bet
much.
on baseball because I think that's the only reason people watch it is because it's the only thing on in the summer. I hate the Yankees. That's the only reason I watch baseball is to hope the Yankees lose, and I guess that's probably a miserable. Just because they buy their team and their fans are so obnoxious. Like if you're gonna just be cheering in the stands, pick an underdog and have some character. If you have money on the game, it's different. That's like having stock in a company.
Yeah.
But if you're just gonna be a loudmouth, beer-fueled ass bag in the stands, pick the underdog. Rooting for the Yankees is like going to a casino and cheering for the house. You're already supposed to win. You're standing behind the blackjack table going, "Oh, dealer busted your ass, bitch. Oh, that's my dealer. I got my dealer jersey on."
Hi, this is Augie Smith, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
It's an old Eskimo trick of how to catch a polar bear. Now, what you do is you go cut a hole in the ice, right? And then you take little peas and you place them strategically 4 inches apart all the way around the hole, right? And a polar bear will crawl up and he'll look at it, and very much curiosity is what is going on there. Now, when he bends over to take a pee, you kick him in the ice hole.
It is one of the fattest things I've ever done.
I ate a pie in a car.
By myself. The apple pie that we had, it was so thick and beautiful. I just ate it like a piece of pizza.
Wait a minute. So you ate a pie by cutting it into triangular pieces and eating it one by one?
Like
what a weirdo!
Like a pizza.
No, like without a fork is what I meant. You pick it up and you eat it like a piece of pizza. You dick.
Hi, this is Andy Kindler, and this is a different register in my voice. And you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
The man.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello,
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
He's over there in the
Great song, Pat.
Thank you.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
There's Ace Cosby. Josh Arnold taking a day, giving us all a vacation. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold, and I have an email for Tom.
Before you get to it, we were talking about Halloween costumes yesterday, and Christy pointed out you think the biggest costume is going to be
Barbie.
Barbie and Ken.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
I think it'd be funnier to do you swap them. Do a gender swap. Have the guy go as Barbie and the lady go as Ken.
There'll be a lot of that.
That'd be funny.
I don't know. You might get arrested in Texas or Florida.
Yeah,
so.
although
We did that one year in a big. We did Boris and Natasha, but we switched them.
A lot of fun.
I was Boris, he was Natasha.
That's funny. And then
Well-
I had an idea, and I've already
you're a short little Boris. That'd be funny. Yeah.
I've been told not to do it.
Not to do what?
Well, I thought it'd be cool to do the Oppenheimer costume. You just get he wears that kind of.
All you have to do is wear a suit.
Yeah,
he wears like a suit of some kind of that flat hat.
Yeah.
Fedora, is that a fedora?
I think it's a pork pop.
And then he's constantly smoking.
Yeah.
So that'd be easy to do.
A woman by
Well,
your
you
side.
can't have a gender switch with Barbie and Ken because Ken is in the movie not wearing a shirt a lot, right?
Yeah, but I mean, he wears
You could
a
do
shirt.
a Ken.
Yeah.
And then you could wear real tight pants because Ken has no genitalia. And The ladies don't have any outwardly.
You could tape it
visible.
down.
Yeah, you could.
Thank you for explaining that. Thank you very much. We were all curious what was going on.
Ken with camel toe.
Well, Barbie has torpedo. You know what I mean.
Are you going to ask Finn to go as Oppenheimer this year? Get her a little candy cigarette?
I think she's going to go as Taylor Swift. I'm not
Of course
sure.
she is. Well, all kids are going to do that.
You know, you can order candy cigarettes on the internet.
Can you really? Remember when we were kids? That was a big deal.
Yeah, that's fun. I'll have a pack of candy. They weren't Marlboros.
But they looked like
they were like Marlboros.
And the Pall Malls.
But they had them at the regular store.
Sure.
And these days, at least you have to go out of your way to go on the internet to get them. It's like you walk into CVS and, yeah, I'd like a Coke and some candy cigarettes for the kids. Wow.
This is an email, and
do they have little vaping things for kids? So they
Oh, how cute.
No, this is the regular
mom and dad.
It's the regular vaping is what they use.
Great.
This is an email, and my goodness, I hope it's true. Hey, gang, not sure if you've heard this, but Dude Wipes. We're talking about Dude Wipes because apparently they have a new pumpkin-scented Dude Wipe out there.
What's it called again, Chris?
Pumpkin Spice.
Dumpkin Spice. This is
very good, Pat.
Look it up. It's actually happening. Well, Dude Wipes and the NFL, specifically the Cleveland Browns, are partnering up this season. Dude Wipes will donate $2,000 to the Crohn and Colitis Foundation for every time the Browns go for 2 points and successfully convert. True story, this says.
Crohn's.
Because I was skeptical as well.
Wait a second. Hey,
It's Crohn's.
only doing $2,000
for each 2 points for successfessly.
How many times? How many times is that going to happen this year?
Well, maybe once in a game, maybe twice.
Yeah, so they're going to.
Well, $4,000. That's
peanuts for a big company.
What?
Should be 10,000.
So
they're getting a lot of pub, is what
they're
he's
getting a lot of
saying,
publicity for the next
2,000 2-pointer. Dude Wipes.
I get it. I hope they're paying them a lot more money than
this. Is your various bread and butters. What are you doing?
I think it's a little light.
It's all twos. Number two.
Dues.
I understand it's number Tuesdays. Maybe do 20,000.
Yeah, there
Maybe
you go.
do 200,000. Make it worth their while.
All right. How about 2,200? How about that?
Still a little light.
$2,200, $22.
You admit that almost never happens in a football game.
It's rare.
So if it happened, so it's going to be the whole season, $8,000. Whoopee. Whatever this foundation is, the kids are going to stay sick.
It's for Crohn's research,
and colitis.
Crohn's and colitis, yeah.
Well, they couldn't find a cure because they were too cheap.
Digestive issue.
We only had another $10,000.
Only more 2-pointers.
Let's see. This is from Columbus, Ohio. Hey, did you hear about Ann Arbor? She's a whore.
Wow, that's.
I'm just saying.
I can remember the subtleties in that rivalry. I used to see bumper stickers that would say "Muck Fishigan."
That's right.
Yeah, I get it. We have Ann Arbor in the news. Ann Arbor, Michigan is in the news today.
It is?
Coming up, yes. The testicle story.
Yeah, testicles, yeah.
There's a bar in Ann Arbor.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, back to you.
What's the testicle story? The bar in Ann Arbor sounds sports related.
No, it's not.
It's not?
No. It's assault.
It's an assault at a bar. we could turn it around.
I could turn it into a sports bar if you'd like.
I can turn it into a sports story. The guy that was assaulted was a bouncer.
Here we go. Police in Michigan
Let's just say we'll just make up part of the story. He used to be a football player. Okay, back to you.
Police in Michigan arrested a man for allegedly biting a nightclub employee's testicles.
How?
The Ann Arbor Police Department said officers responded to the Necto nightclub for an assault complaint.
Necto?
Necto.
What is that, like a Ghostbuster theme? Or
I have no idea.
Ectoplasm? What?
A preliminary investigation revealed that a 19-year-old man punched an employee in the face after he was denied entry into the club. 2 employees also suffered bite injuries, one of whom was hospitalized after the suspect allegedly grabbed and bit his testicles. The 19-year-old faces charges that include assaulting a police officer causing injury, aggravated assault, and simple assault. He must have been laying on the ground, do you think?
Uh-huh. They must have, like they're holding him down, and one guy kind of crouches over him to make sure he can't move.
Because there's no other way you'd be near a man's testicles.
That is weird, dude.
You know, that's kind of a thing in the action movies, not necessarily biting, but the hero grabbing testicles or something. Oh, I got you now, or whatever the hell it is.
And then picking them up by the...
picking them up by the balls.
This is apparently a very famous nightclub.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I guess like kind of like a Studio 54.
How was a 19-year-old pissed off because he couldn't get into a club?
It's in Michigan. I think you only have to be 8.
But maybe that's why he couldn't get in.
Oh.
I don't know. That'd be my guess. But anyway, straight to the balls.
Yeah, if you're going to bite someone's balls, I'd imagine you might have been visually overserved before you arrived.
Have you ever had the
This
same
place-
sex touch your balls? Yes or no? Tom?
Physician.
Oh, you have a guy physician? Oh, wait a minute. I do too. Okay.
Other than that, not to my knowledge.
Maybe when you're sleeping up there at camp.
Yeah, that's probably no is the
No.
answer. Jeez.
One time I was going up the bunk bed at camp during staff training, and then one of the other guys goes, "Oh my gosh, Willie, you have the biggest balls I've ever seen." And then it became like it was a nickname for a week. It was weird.
Big balls?
Hey, balls. Yeah, that kind of thing.
You know my story about testicles.
What do you got?
What?
Do you know those?
Oh, no, not
brace
the bunk
yourself.
bed story.
Brace
No.
yourself, Willie.
I
you
got
know
to
those,
turn my
those
headphones
metal
down.
bunk beds
Yeah.
that you have like a camp, and they have sort of a canvas in the middle, and
They don't have box springs.
they're
have,
attached by these little springs.
Yeah, love them.
And the springs have kind of a hook on them.
Mm-hmm.
This friend of mine was in the top bunk
Oh.
and was wearing kind of loose shorts and hopped off. And unfortunately,
put both his hands down and spring off
and
the bed.
the spring edge caught one of his testicles.
Ooh. And you contend he landed on the floor minus a testicle.
That's correct.
That was hanging in the
That's correct. That is all correct.
That actually happened.
Yes, that is all true. Now, another guy that I know.
Did you postpone canoeing for
Wait
that
a second.
day?
You have 2 stories about scrotal tears?
Yes, the other guy. This is a classic. On the bow of a boat.
The bow's the front.
There was this sort of flange with a hole. It was a metal flange the size of your hand with a big hole in it, sticking out. And part of it had broken off, and this guy was pulling the boat. If you can imagine this, he's backwards with his feet in the sand, pulling the boat up onto shore, and he slipped, and his sack and everything went down, hit the metal. He was okay. It didn't kill him, but there were some stitches involved.
Oh. It broke the skin?
Oh, God, yeah. It was a metal flange. It was like, it's kind of, I can't explain it very easily. I'd have to draw it for you. Trust me.
You seem to attract this sort of an accident. Didn't you also have to... Didn't you help a guy attach his thumb or his finger or something? Oh, that's a disgusting story.
I was on the job site, and the guy cut his thumb off.
What were you doing on the jobs? The construction?
Bothering people?
Yeah. No, I was working.
You were like watching from a park
not
bench.
watching. I was
Here's what you're doing wrong.
I was on the crew. This guy was left-handed, and as you may or may not know, many power tools are.
If not all of them.
You can buy left-handed. He was using a skill saw. And
You got to find
so
him
the blade was. It's hard to explain. Carpenters know what I'm talking about.
He got his thumb off, is what the.
Yeah, and they couldn't put it back on. The saw kicked back. He was doing it. He was doing something stupid. But yeah, I had to pick up his thumb, and I remember flashing through my mind. I'll never forget this.
You picked up his thumb off the ground.
Yes, I did pick up his thumb off the ground. Then I had someone immediately said, "Go get a bag of ice immediately." There was someone. It was a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
They got ice. We threw it in a bag of ice. But all I could think of when I picked up his thumb was, God, this guy's thumbnails are so dirty.
Well, he's a working man.
I know. It's just your brain is just sort of not going, oh, this is a thumb disattached from the human being it belongs to.
Is he too busy to get a mani-pedi? Is that it?
Did the thumb get saved?
Come on.
They couldn't put it back on because he cut it right at the exact.
This is totally visual. They did put it back on. Yeah! See, they put one on
that's very
upside
funny.
down.
Thank you very much. Right now, if you'd been listening to that description on your Raycon earbuds, it might have been more clear. I apologize.
Boy,
if it was
you'd be
not.
laughing that much harder listening to your Raycon earbuds. You know they look and feel and sound better than ever before with 3 sound profiles now to match whatever you're listening to. You can listen. I'm going to be traveling today, and I'll have my Raycon earbuds in the old... Is there any slang for ears? I can't think of any. Like, I wanted to say hooters, but that's not.
No, that's for boobs.
Well, it's boobs, of course.
You can put Raycons on your breasts, ladies. They really won't help much.
No.
Let's say you're having a grueling workout and some other earbuds fall out of your ears when you're trying to do the clean and jerk or maybe the snatch. Not with Raycon earbuds. These earbuds are comfortable enough for all-day wear. You've had those earbuds that have been in for a while and your ears start to hurt. Not with the Raycon earbuds, and they will not come out of your ears. Plus, listen to these numbers. 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, and you'll love this part. They start about half the price of other premium audio brands. No wonder Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 56,000, and the number's climbing every day, 5-star reviews. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom right now, and on the already low price, get another 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off your Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Interestingly enough, there are not a lot of slang terms for ears, and none of them I've ever heard before.
What about head holes?
There's lug, the English one.
Lugs?
Yeah.
I like head holes.
You like that?
Yeah,
I've
not bad.
You think about all the slang terms for other body parts. That's interesting. I've never heard of any of the ones on this list. Your elves? No.
Your elves?
Oh, that's good.
No one's ever said that.
I do like that.
I'm having trouble with my elves this morning.
Yeah, you say that and people think you're talking about your balls. Not to suggest that yours are tiny.
Your ear holes. Ear holes.
But that's got the word ear in it.
No, ear holes. H-E-A-R.
What?
Ear holes.
Ear holes.
Ear
No
holes.
one's ever
Ear
said
holes.
that.
That's why it's creative.
Yeah,
make it a slang.
Ace, the other person has to know what you're talking. Why am I talking to Ace?
I don't
Could
know.
you tell him to stop
I
talking
told
to
you
me?
stop talking.
What's happening here?
Both of you stop talking.
Coming up, the Ace Cosby joke of the day. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Hello and welcome to the wildly successful Mr. Obvious Show. I'm your host, Mr. Obvious. Let's take a call. Hello, Mr. Obvious Show.
Hello, is this Mr. Obvious?
Speaking.
Hi, Mr. Obvious. Long-time listener, first-time caller. I just want to say, first of all, I really love your show. Really enjoy listening to it. I think you do a great job.
Well, kind words indeed. And thank you, caller, for calling the Mr. Obvious Show.
No, Mr. Obvious?
Yes?
Here's my problem.
Oh, okay.
Well, the thing is, I think I got some kind of animal trapped in my house.
Oh, yeah, like a pest problem or something?
Yeah, well, it's even bigger than that. I think it's some kind of critter that's trapped down underneath my sink somewhere.
Oh, my. Now, do you live in a rural section of town?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do. I live on the outskirts of town here, and well, here's the thing. I think it's caught underneath my sink, and I've opened the doors and my cabinets there and looked underneath, and I can't find it anywhere. But I can hear him down there making noise.
Oh, you say you got a critter and you can hear him. Now, what kind of sound does he make, caller?
Well, it's kind of a growling, kind of, well, I'll try to imitate it for you. It's kind of like, kind of like that.
This is under your sink in your kitchen?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you might be caught down there in the pipes.
Now, this is not uncommon for your rurally located homes to have a raccoon or a possum under the house. Now, but you say he might be stuck in the pipes?
Yeah, that's what it seems like because, in fact, I think that's how he's living there. He seems to eat stuff that my wife throws away down the sink after dinner. She'll wash the leftovers down the sink after we get done eating. I think that's what he's eating because I can hear him down there growling and chewing.
Huh. What was the sound again, caller?
Well, it's she'll put the stuff down there in the sink and run the water, and then you can hear him. It's kind of going, kind of like that.
Huh. Now, is there anything else that corresponds with the growling that your wife does there in the kitchen?
Well, it does seem like it usually happens whenever she tries to turn a light on. Yeah, there's a light switch there. She'll try to turn it on. Thing is, the light don't come on. I think the light bulb must be burnt out or something, but I can't even find a place to change the light bulb on it. Anyway, she'll try to turn that light switch on, and you can hear him down there just seems to make him mad as anything.
This is in the kitchen under the sink, right?
Yeah. Yep. And, I figure he's caught in the pipes.
Right.
So I figured try to get him out of there. Well, I reached down there with my hands when I heard him growling. And I mean, that thing about ripped my fingers off. Bit into me. Boy, it hurt.
Well, I think I know what your problem is, caller. It's a garbage disposal.
So, Is that something like a raccoon?
No, caller, it's
No, it's something littler like a mouse.
No, caller, it's a machine that's hooked to your drain pipe there under your sink that chews up food that makes it rinse right down the pipe there. It's an actual machine. It's not an animal at all.
Huh.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I never made the connection. You just get rid of the garbage.
There you go.
Sounds like a critter. Just,
I know, yeah, it's not a critter. Thanks for calling, though, caller.
Mr. Obvious?
Yes.
You're a lifesaver.
Thank you. That'll do it for this week's show. Thank you, and good luck from everyone here on the Mr. Obvious Show.
Oh, boy.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom and Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
If you're going to make a date with Jim Morrison, he'd be late. You know, what is he going to be in the middle? Is everyone ready to rock and roll?
Hold on.
Well, we better wrap it up in about an hour and 15. I've got some stuff to do. The sitter is waiting. Are you ready to rock? I want my rock stars on heroin or dead, okay? That's a rock star.
Here.
Not with a watch.
And the announcer for the Super Friends, dead on, too, by the way. I don't know who that guy was.
Yeah, he was the guy who was after Ted Knight. Ted Knight did the original ones.
Right.
Be, meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice, Jackie and Sarah and Monroe, get ready. Aquaman, I want you on the golf course in 5 minutes. Chop, chop.
Hey, Superman, you got a free bowl of soup with that hat or what? Talk to the judge.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're going to get a song out of Pat Godwin.
Sure.
I'd love to hear one. He's over in the performance room.
They had a great song. I love that, your spin on your pumpkin spice bet. That was brilliant.
Thank you. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi, Chick.
That sounded bitter.
There's Willie Griswold.
Well, can't you just one time when somebody comes in here and says something, go, hey, that's great. Good for you. That's a wonderful
We do
thing.
that all the time. It's
No,
just
you
not,
don't.
Not with you.
Well,
what are you thinking? What are you thinking of doing? What got
You guys always are negative about everything.
You want me to lie?
If you want my dad to be nice to someone during the breaks, Josh isn't here. It's not gonna happen.
I know, right?
Not the day for it.
Not today.
Ace Cosby, I'm Chick. I'm leaving as soon as I can. And here's Tom Griswold.
Don't let the door hit you in the ass.
All right, sir. I know.
You doing okay in there, Pat?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get another song out of you in a few minutes.
Here's Tom, real quick.
Sniz.
Yeah.
Sniz.
Yeah. Right.
It's my new word.
Sniz.
I've had
You
a
think that'll
chance.
show up in Wordle?
I haven't.
2 Z's. Yeah, it has to. It's 5 words. Yeah, 5.
S-N-I-Z-Z. Yeah, I could do that.
Would Sniz?
No, it's
Does Sniz have 2 Z's?
Well, if it's going to be in Wordle, it would have to.
We have
You were
Christy
saying?
Lee at the news desk. We have Patty G over there, as you mentioned. And Chick McGee is at the sports desk. I want to mention
of
a
course,
couple
Willie
quick
G
things.
is here.
I was just going to say Willie is here, and Willie's going to be on the road.
There we go.
We got some gigs coming up for Willie with Greg Hahn at the Jukebox Comedy Club in Peoria, September 8th and 9th.
Oh, that's next weekend. That'll be
It's
fun.
almost like you don't want to be at home.
What do you mean? I like working the road, you guys. It's fun.
Okay.
Of course
I'm trying to build the act, baby.
You know
Especially
what?
with Han. That's a
You
great
know what?
time.
Do it now. Because that I like being on the road. It's fun. We'll mutate into I hate this.
I'm going to go to Peoria.
Turn
I'm going to
into
go to
me.
the Papa Shot place. I'm going to hang out with those guys.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm very
Papa
excited.
Shot.
I have 2.5 new minutes in my act about my dad being a liar. Very excited for those.
Wow. They're all lies. I want to also mention that Labor Day, Duke Tomato, the Power Trio featuring the Brass to Mouth Horns, will be in Michigan City. Coming up Monday for their Oktoberfest. So there you go. An Oktoberfest in September. It was explained to me it's celebrating the forthcoming October, you see.
I actually think in Germany, Oktoberfest does start in September.
Yeah, right. That's the whole
Yeah.
thing. I didn't get that.
Yeah,
You know, they're starting Oktoberfest earlier and earlier this year. I was in Target. They had the mugs out. It's July.
Exactly.
Well, I can't wait until they have Trick or Treat on Halloween because they have Beggars Night is what we used to do.
How much did it have to pay you to stop bringing that up?
What do you mean?
Why does it make you so angry?
People across the country know what I'm talking
Halloween has been hijacked by morons and
We never have it
city
on a-
councils, and they do it whatever night they feel like. It's like July 4th. Well, the fireworks are going to be in the 7th
We
because
did
it's
not
more
have it.
convenient. Why don't we move Christmas to a Monday so we get a 3-day weekend? It's the same logic.
We're not having, not on Friday or Saturday night. They thought it might be too,
Too much fun.
Kids get into ornery behavior.
I love it. Halloween on a Wednesday. The weekend before is Halloween. Halloween is Halloween. And the weekend after is Halloween.
Yeah, post-Halloween.
Halloween is Halloween.
Kegger. Have you ever been to a kegger? Like in somebody's garage or out in the backyard? You have. You have actually had a red Solo cup, if you will. Is that Toby Keith? I think it might be.
Yeah.
And you over to the hose and you tilt your cup, fill your cup with beer, and stand around talking. You've done this.
Yes, I went to college. I experienced many of these.
I don't think they had this sort of thing.
I don't
Back
play
in the
the. I don't.
50s when you
I
went
don't
to
play the
college.
ping pong game where you get this filthy balls all over the
Beer
floor.
pong.
Beer pong?
You know, they've wised up on that. They have a cup filled with water where that you can, if the ping pong ball goes in to the dirty yard or grass, they dunk it in the water, clean it off.
The way we used to do it is we just had water in all 10 cups, and then you just hold your beer and you drink the amount.
That makes the
that's
most
a good
sense,
idea.
yeah.
It's much easier.
There
It's a
you
lot
go,
of fun.
Tom.
And you can
How about
also
that?
play beer pong with cocktails that way.
Sure.
You know, do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
So don't worry, we'll get you drunk.
Now I'm getting horrible testicle stories. But because we had the news story about the guy biting testicles in a bar in Ann Arbor.
Let's hear 'em.
When we were kids, my brother, sliding down a tree, caught an old fence hinge.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Left his testicles hanging.
Come on. Do we have to read these?
You know,
Yeah, we know.
I don't know what it is, but my pants fit better. I don't know what the problem
And they
is.
started calling me Ken. I don't know what
Okay,
happened.
I'm sorry. Let's get back to the sports page, please.
Did you say both testicles or just?
And I'm just reading the letters here, apparently.
Hey, all. This is from Brad. And when I was a student at U of M in Ann Arbor 20 years ago, there was a club called the Nectarine. He says the Necto, where this guy bit his testicles, the bouncer, used to be the Nectarine.
The Necto, if you go to their website, they're quite popular. Very big club. Looks very fun, actually.
Always happy to
Pumping.
give Tom something from Michigan to talk about.
And once again, a guy had his testicles bitten there, apparently, allegedly.
Didn't your sister go there? Who went? Did
Yeah.
somebody go there? Yeah.
Didn't she have
Hi,
sex
Jeannie.
with a guy there?
Oh, stop it. She listens.
It was
Jen,
really
I'm sorry,
hot.
Jen.
I'll show you the video. Could we go on and do anything but
Had
this?
sex. You have nieces, right?
Gosh.
Yeah.
A lot of talking.
I bet so. She likes talking, I bet. Well, I like talking.
I love Jen.
I like to know.
Could we
how I'm
possibly
doing.
do anything that's interesting?
Give me some
this is not.
encouragement.
It was worth it for you yelling. I like that. That made
See,
it all
this
worth
is
it.
fun fighting.
Can we do something?
Yeah.
Okay, you asked for it.
What do you got?
That's not interesting.
I know. That's why I'm playing it.
Just move your middle section and hold your hands in the air.
Is that your dance?
The guy behind this great song from the 60s has died, sadly. So we played in a song. It's a nice song.
Died from shame.
It sounds like if Nicole Kidman was like a housewife in a movie and she took mushrooms and the director wanted to show that she was having this transformative thing happening to her.
That'd be
That's
good.
the song they'd play in the background.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's been used in a movie. It was a huge underground hit.
We believe you.
No, we've had many people write in letters about it. The San Francisco Sound, the Jefferson Airplane, Steve Miller Band, Grateful Dead.
We were
There's a big
talking about
documentary out about that, actually.
Dude Wipes, and the people at Dude Wipes, just in time for fall, have come out with the pumpkin spice.
Dumpkin spice.
It's called Dumpkin Spice, yes.
And they've also teamed up with the Cleveland Browns, according to an email I've received. And they're going to donate $2,000 to a Colitis Foundation every time the Browns score a 2-point conversion.
That seems like a pretty light donation to me.
This is from Nathan. He's a Browns fan. Browns for life. From what I can find, the Browns had 3 2-point attempts last year and made 1.
Oh.
So it's $2,000 for all this.
That'd be $2,000 for all this publicity.
Too light.
I think that sounds like a shrewd move.
Good marketing, yeah.
Or as they say, smooth move, X-Lax.
That was...
Oh, I remember that.
Remember that?
Do the Browns have to approve of this?
I think it's like any sponsor.
Can anybody do this?
I would think.
Okay. I would think you'd have to have some kind of whatever. Okay, now I'm boring myself. Could
like
we
a
possibly
jersey?
do something interesting?
Stupid world. No is the answer. No. It was the 15th annual... You're looking live at the 15th Annual World Gravy Wrestling Championship in the United Kingdom this week. Woo! The BBC reports that the event held at the Rose and Bowl Pub in Rossendale saw participants battle in 2-minute bouts in front of hundreds of spectators. It's very popular. The judges award points on entertainment value as well as the wrestling. Mr. Raven Gravy took home the men's title, while Ms. Backup Bavarian won the women's event.
So they make up stage names, yeah.
And it's not sexy in the slightest, if that's what you're thinking.
Oh, did you look at it?
Yeah,
the video?
I thought it was going to be,
hot women gravy wrestling.
No, it's not.
Is it?
Yeah, it's kind of like the lady with the world's longest mullet. It's an erection killer.
Hey, double down on it. Double down on it.
The good news is,
oh man,
they donate the gravy to a food bank.
Does it look like duty? I bet
it looks
does.
like brown. Yeah, it's like that brown gravy.
Oh
yeah.
But see, again, this is a good thing. They donate the gravy to a food bank after
they've been wrestling.
And they let the homeless come up and put a loaf of bread on their thighs.
The unhoused, please.
My mashed potatoes taste like the backup Bavarian.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That does not look fun at all.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Oh, that's a souflex. A double souflex.
Okay.
Stupid.
Another one?
Yep. Australian women's pets have claimed 2 Guinness World Records. Ms. Nolene Casatari, her miniature horse named Rose, broke the record for the most tricks performed by a horse in 1 minute.
And by the way, but
13.
you mean stunts, not
What do you mean?
Tricks.
not tricks like a prostitute.
Like a whore horse?
Oh, I thought you meant like
They're-
magic tricks. Like,
Yeah, they're not turning tricks. Like
I think that's old school, isn't it? They call them tricks.
thanks. What do you call them?
Doing business. Better have my money. Stuff like that.
Are prostitutes no longer using the term tricks?
I would think it has been. It's out, I would think.
I don't know. I don't traffic in them. I'm not aware of them.
You've never been to a prostitute?
Of course not.
I haven't either, but Will, you ever been to a pro?
Let's get a new topic going, you guys. Let's get a new topic going on the show. It's a fun morning we're all having together.
Well.
A lot of topics we could talk about.
Christy, would you buy your husband a prostitute?
No, why would he need that?
Just making conversation. You're right. I don't know why he would need that. No, he's
that?
happily married,
Of
right?
course.
When you get home, is he rocking slowly back and forth, rubbing his thigh? Has he ever seen that?
Could we go anywhere with this, please?
Her miniature horse named Rose broke the record most tricks performed by a horse. Shut up, Tom. In 1 minute, the record now 13. And her sheep named Beanie set the record for most tricks performed by a sheep in 1 minute with 11. Rose can perform tricks like stay, come, smile, bow, ring a bell, and even pick a playing card from a deck. That's the miniature horse. Beanie, the sheep, can wipe her feet, lift the front legs, pivot, go through a hoop, and spin.
Huh.
What do you think of that?
I saw a movie about a guy in Tijuana that had a donkey that could do a trick. Just one trick. But wow, was it a good one?
You know, they called that a donkey show or donkey because of the gentleman was hung like a donkey.
Yeah, I was so disappointed. I thought there was a donkey.
It wasn't
involved.
actually.
You guys really led me down the wrong path for years.
I thought it was a real donkey.
Johnny Ola told me about it. They call him Superman.
All right, is that sports?
Yes, that's sports. Yes. Here he comes.
Why would anybody want to see that?
This is what you farted for.
Way to go. Whatever you do, always be a good sport.
This will piss him off.
Christine.
Actually, this is a story for Tom because it'll prove that he was right. Recent research indicates that paper drinking straws could be harmful and may not be better for the environment than plastic.
Tom, you're right again.
Scientists tested 39 brands of straws and discovered that synthetic chemicals known as PFAs were found in 90% of the straws made from paper. PFAs can be potentially harmful to your health as well as wildlife and the environment. They break down slowly over time, linger in the environment for thousands of years, leading to the nickname forever chemicals.
Okay.
Yeah, I hate those paper straws. They get soggy, they get ruined, the crushed up Adderall gets stuck in there. They're just not very effective. There's got to be a better way.
I understand the plastic straws, but there has to be a way to dispose of them. I'm thinking like a pencil sharpener kind of thing. You'd feed them in and grind them up.
And then what happens to all that little bitty pieces of plastic?
You ever flown over this country?
Tom, don't even get me started on
A lot of space out there. We dig some holes and dump them in there.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
Yeah, that's great.
That are we?
What do you think? In South Dakota? What do you think?
There's plenty of room. You ever go to those places where they want to sell you a metal straw?
I have a metal straw. I love it.
You carry it with you?
No, I don't carry it with me, but I use it at home for my smoothies. Yeah.
Do you know?
Is it a collapsible straw?
No, mine's just and it's like a bendy. It's like a permanent bend.
I've got a buddy. He's like a pool shark. He goes to the bar and he pulls out his little thing. He attaches his straw together and just squirts
Nice.
it.
Yeah.
Looks cool.
You don't like the metal straw either?
No.
What's wrong with the metal straw?
I don't know. It's a pain in the ass.
You just wash it like you do your forks.
The inside is coated with all kinds of sebum.
You put it in the dishwasher.
Right? Is that right?
Man, you're just living in fear over there.
I like the plastic straws. I've got one right here. I'm going to run for office as the Straw and Order candidate.
That's
not Law and Order.
No,
Straw and Order.
Straw and Order.
I like them, and
that's right.
We'll figure out a way to get rid of these things.
Plastic straw and order.
Now, what's coming up in the news, Christy Lee?
Coming up, we have an evacuation slide falling from an airplane. Yeah, one of those.
Wow.
Right. We have parrots wanted for a robbery. Well, maybe the man who owns the parrots.
Polly want bail.
There's been a lollipop assault.
A lollipop assault?
Yeah.
It has to be one of those big rainbow-colored lollipops.
Remember those that would last a month?
Yeah.
Those looked better than they were.
Yeah, much.
Remember getting one and then thinking, this is dumb.
Yeah.
And it takes forever.
Yeah, and then you'd have to wrap it up.
Like it's dog hair on it. You have to throw it away. I hated those.
Rinse it off. This email, the song White Bird, Tom.
Yeah.
Was in a movie.
Oh, I was hoping it was.
Back in 2015. The movie's called Focus with Will Smith and Margot Robbie. It plays in a scene where a guy is preparing to intentionally crash his car. It's about con artists. And that's funny, Tyler says, because that's exactly what I want to do every time Tom plays that song.
Nicely done,
Who
Tyler.
wrote that?
Tyler.
Tyler, you're my new favorite listener.
Yes, sir.
I want to remind everybody, where are we in time? We're okay here. The Pigskin Pick'em up and running. It's a lot of fun. The beautiful Big Green Egg Mini Maxes. Every week we'll give one away, even a shot at $50,000. See what I'm talking about? BobandTom.com/contest. You can enter. It's easy. It's fun. We're coming right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom.
More increase his salary if we're going to get him to do it right. Art, I know one of your favorite words is yes. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, thank
Yes.
you.
Yes.
You've heard and seen the Say Yes to Michigan commercials, I'm sure.
Yes.
Well, there's a billboard in Indiana. In fact, there are a lot of them. An Indiana billboard
Yes, there
company
is.
has launched a war between
Yes.
the states by
Yes.
erecting a billboard that says, shut up, Art.
Yes. Oh.
No, it says say no to Michigan.
I see.
It says say no to Michigan, wander Indiana first. Michigan tourism officials are taking the slogan war in stride, but some Michigan residents are not amused. They've even complained to the Indiana Chamber of Commerce. Travel officials in Indiana say they have nothing to do with the billboard. On the other hand, they're not terribly upset about it either. Josephine Hickman, president of the Hoosier Outdoor Advertising Company, admits her billboard design pokes fun at Michigan, but she says there are Say Yes to Michigan signs posted all over northern Indiana, and Hoosiers' feelings are hurt.
Hey, we're a fun place. What can we say?
Elsewhere in the news, Governor Milliken has signed a major supplemental spending bill containing more than $260 million.
For JML News, I'm Art Bishore. No, you're Tom Griswold.
Thank you.
I'm glad I'm not. Smarties News is brought to you by Auto Glass Specialists in Gaylord, Cadillac, and Iron Mountain. For fast, professional Batoski, it's partly sunny, and 64. JML News time is 7:57.
Tuesday morning, everybody.
Well, Tom, one thing I want to say is, first of all, your dick is bigger than this microphone. Well, is it my turn to talk? Because yours is smaller than this cigarette. So we'll just go from there. Thank you. Got to get some news, Art, so I have to cut short. I got to go in the air in 5 minutes here. Oh, Jackie O. Miss Universe swimsuit competition. Oh, I love her.
Swimsuit?
Close. Suit.
Right. Okay. We had fun on the air here today. Tom is from beautiful Cleveburg.
No, Shaker Heights, Ohio. Tom Griswold recently worked in Florida radio, also worked in Petoskey radio right across the way at McDonald Broadcasting. Had a great time and really learned my stuff there.
Thanks for the staff, Trish, by the way.
Hi to the folks in Daytona Beach. Get a sunburn from
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
Union currently on strike. They've gotten interim agreements from SAG-AFTRA because the show's production companies are not part of the group that represents major TV and movie studios. However, there is a catch. There's not going to be any new writing for the shows because the Striking Writers Guild of America does not give interim agreements. And that is your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
With the busy fall season just around the corner, taking the kids here and there seems like you're on the move nonstop. So you might be looking for wholesome, convenient meals for those jam-packed days.
Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit, can help you fuel up fast with chef-prepared, dietitian-approved, ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. You'll save time, eat well, and stay on track with your healthy lifestyle.
And check this out. With Factor, you can skip the extra trip to the grocery store and the chopping, prepping, and cleaning up while still getting the flavor and nutritional quality you need. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are ready in just 2 minutes. So all you have to do is heat and enjoy. Then get back to crushing your goals.
Refresh your healthy habits without missing a beat. Choose from over 34 weekly flavored, packed, dietitian-approved meals ready to eat in only 2 minutes.
Are you too busy running around during the day to even think about lunch? Well, keep your energy up with lunch-to-go, effortless, wholesome meals like grain bowls and salad toppers that are ready to eat when you're on the go.
Round out your meal and replenish your snack supply with an assortment of 45-plus add-ons, including breakfast items like our delicious apple cinnamon pancakes, bacon and cheddar egg bites, and potato, bacon, and egg breakfast skillet. Or for an easy wellness boost, try refreshing beverage options like cold-pressed juices, shakes, and smoothies.
Head to factormeals.com/BobandTom50 and use the code BobandTom50 and get 50% off.
That's code BobandTom50 at factormeals.com/BobandTom50 and get 50% off.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Christy, do you think you should have like a sign-off?
I should have a sign off.
Like at the end of each. And I'm Christy Lee.
But that's so funny you would say that because on the way here today, I was thinking, stay classy, San Diego. And I'm like, I don't have one of those sayings. Never had.
That's because you rarely ever get to finish anything you're saying.
Good point.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom, well-meaning, but
yeah, they're all messed up.
More than slightly confused.
For Batman, it was Batgirl. For Superman, it was Supergirl. And now, meet Spider-Man's female counterpart. From Bob and Tom Productions, it's the superhero women have known about for years.
All right, Toots, this is a stick-up. Hand over all your money.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, come on, lady. Hurry it up. Somebody's going to get hoiked.
Help! Oh, please help! Won't somebody help me?
Let that young woman go, you two ruffians.
Yeah? Who's gonna make us?
I am.
Come on, lady. You must be in your mid-50s.
Yeah, what do you have going? Some kind of superpowers?
Yes, I do. Take a look at these.
Oh, gross. Let's get out of here.
It's Spider-Vane Woman.
Oh, God, no!
Spider-Man got his superpowers from being bitten by a spider. Spider-Vane Woman got her powers from working as a waitress for 17 years. Don't make Spider-Vane Woman show you her legs because if she has to, she will.
Look at this one.
I think I'm gonna puke!
Ladies and gentlemen, you missed it. He just thanked himself right here on our air. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
We need a song, Tom, right now.
I got an idea for one.
Figure out what song you want him to do.
I know. Pat, your song about ears.
Willie Griswold.
Hearing. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee. And
I
here's
was just thinking about this last night.
Tom Griswold.
On my Calm app, I have a tinnitus beach sounds, I think is what it's called, or ocean, or what, ocean for tinnitus, or whatever.
It's
called.
tinnitus.
Whatever.
Well, it's both. And I have it, and it's driving me nuts. And there's apparently a cure coming, they say.
What?
Or a treatment down the road.
That would be a
What
nice
we're talking
thing.
about is if you have like a constant humming, or in my case, it sounds like crickets.
Or birds.
It's like after one of Ace's jokes. It sounds like crickets. I'm sorry, Ace. I wouldn't have done that except I heard you laughing.
Still have the door-to-door mushroom sale.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about the mushrooms later. That's off. That's off
You
the
know
air.
when we're off the air, people can't hear us. You know that, right?
But that was freaking funny.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. The point is, we were talking about earbuds and the great my favorites, the Raycons. I wear them all the time. But my question is, you said, Chick, is there a slang term for ears? And I'd been Googling around.
And Ace had one. Hear holes.
There really isn't one.
Ear holes.
That's not bad.
I mean, like, are you talking about?
That's clever.
You think eyes? Of course, hey, look at me. You look me right in the peepers or whatever it might be. There aren't any good ones. The only one I can find is lugs. I've never heard anyone use that. That's English.
British. I've never heard it.
I've never heard anyone say he's got big lugs.
Look at the lugs on
in any
King
event.
Charles.
Lugmuffs.
I don't know.
Rod Stewart.
I mean, I think about the number of slang terms for genitalia.
Yeah, well, that's a whole different topic.
Mm-hmm. My name is a slang term for genitalia.
It
It
is.
is.
Yeah.
Sorry, Willie.
My name is usually associated with either uncle or peeping.
Chuck hole right here.
Okay.
Or a baby cock, a chick.
Yeah. Ace, your nickname, any bad associations?
No.
Okay. No, of course not. How dare we?
Thanks. I'd rather comment on stuff people can't hear. Christy?
There's the expression ace in the hole, which is also the name of Ace's OnlyFans account.
So, Pat, you have tinnitus or tinnitus.
Yeah, I do. That bad.
Yeah. And you've written what I think is a great song about it.
Thank you. I have ringing in my ears, and my doctor pronounces it tinnitus, not tinnitus. He knows the ear, nose, and throat, but when the stomach starts to bloat, is it gastritis or gastritis? we've been saying it wrong. All these years, laymen prefer tinnitus, but the professional says tinnitus. Oh, it confuses us and divides us. Oh, the little spider veins that cause lots of pain. That's not phlebitis. It's phlebitis. So it's bronchitis, arthritis, tonsillitis, hepatitis, and my girlfriend has colitis. I'm still going to say tinnitus, not tinnitus. And I'm fine with this. And all you highbrow physicians, you all sound ridiculous. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now, we're also talking about this event in Ann Arbor, Michigan, at a famous bar there.
The Necto.
In which a patron allegedly bit the testicles. And this is in a fighting situation.
Yes, off of one of the bouncers.
It wasn't a romantic situation that got too heated.
No.
Apparently it was a bouncer. I couldn't quite tell from the story. But that led to several people discussing testicular injuries. Here comes one. When I was younger, we were sledding at a place called the Snow Bowl. A buddy of mine was sledding down the hill. It was very large and very steep, covered in trees. He didn't see a tree stump coming because the trees had all been taken down by a lumber company. He didn't see the stump sticking out of the snow. It ripped him from the scrotum to the anus.
Yeah.
He had to travel half an hour in the middle of a snowstorm. He received 100 stitches.
Holy hell,
in the
Tom.
taint.
Do you listen to music on that car ride? Because it's 30 minutes and the guy's clearly in distress, but do you turn on the music to make it lighter?
Wow, boy, it's rough.
What would you think about while you're... Oh, my God. And you know, nothing bleeds like a head wound. How about one of those?
Yeah. Be careful out there.
Lord.
We'll move forward now with Christy Lee at the news desk. What's happening?
An emergency slide fell from an airplane approaching O'Hare International Airport.
Is anybody on it?
Cracked. Yeah, they were taking a ride. It crashed onto a house, actually, in Chicago. Homeowner Patrick Devitt told WBBM TV
Channel 8. I don't know.
That his son and father-in-law were home when they heard a loud noise. The slide had hit the house, damaged the roof, downspout, and a kitchen window before ending up in the backyard. The Federal Aviation Administration said the United Airlines Boeing 767 arriving from Switzerland was missing its slide. The FAA and United Airlines are now investigating the matter.
Wow.
Man.
Hey, kids, I got a new slide for your treehouse.
Do you think it had just fallen off, still compacted, or did it blow up?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know the physics on that. I know that in Angry Birds, sometimes when it lands, it'll blow up, but I'm not sure if that applies to this.
Wow. That could have killed somebody.
Yeah, sure could have.
Where did it land? O'Hare? No, over here. Midway between my house and the airport.
Look at that. A little Schomburg humor for you.
Meanwhile, a hot air balloon made an emergency landing on a highway median in Vermont. The Valley News reports 5 people were aboard for the Sunset Ride when the balloon stalled.
That's right. And now it's time for the Valley News, man. Christy, go ahead.
The pilot landed the craft safely on Interstate 91 on the median in Hartford.
Wow.
Traffic was shut down for about 20 minutes while the balloon was landing.
I mean, wicker basket versus semi. I want to be in the median there. That's scary.
Yeah, balloons are fun until you have to land. Yeah.
You guys have both done that, right?
I've done it a few times, and I've had some scary landings.
Guy told me, hey, we're going to use this tree up here for a break. And I went, what? And it went parallel to the ground and flipped around. Oh, yeah.
We hit a just plowed field, and the basket fell, and I was on the bottom. And there were 4 or 5 men in the basket, and it was bouncing along. It was not pleasant.
And good men, too.
They were good men.
Yeah.
Yeah, good men.
Do they make those? Don't they make some of those balloons in like cool shapes, like like a Bullwinkle or something?
Yeah, like the Freshenette balloon. I remember it's like a big champagne bottle.
It's not Bullwinkle.
Mickey Mouse. They have the Mickey Mouse balloon.
I rode the Mickey Mouse balloon.
Yeah.
Are you thinking of the Macy's Day Parade floats?
That's a different kind of balloon.
No, I know that, but no, I know the distinction.
Yeah,
the ones you can ride in the basket on.
Yeah, in the balloon fiesta in Albuquerque every year, they have quite a few balloons.
So when those deflates look like roadkill,
how high do they go? Those go up?
It is kind of sad.
As high as they want. I don't know how high they go up.
They're beautiful to look
I
at.
rode in the, it's shaped like a Diet Pepsi can. I rode that one. That's kind of a cool one.
Okay.
Especially if you like Diet Pepsi.
If you have to land on a turnpike, I think you'd be. This one is in Vermont.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, better than that than the Jersey Turnpike. You wouldn't have a chance there.
No.
Hot air balloons fly between 1,000 and 3,000 feet. 1,000 and 3,000 feet, not just 1 foot. That
Well,
would
congratulations to the pilot of this thing.
Yeah.
It's like the Sully of the balloon world.
Sure.
Is he? Wouldn't the real pilot not landed on a highway? Can't
Well-
you aim for the field? Can you aim in that thing?
There may not have been a field. It may have been all woods. It's in Vermont.
To a certain extent, you can aim, but
you can
Yeah.
only control the height if you
not
have
exact science.
the
What
fuel.
was he doing in the hot air balloon? Was this like someone proposing to somebody and then they had to land on a highway?
Oh,
It's-
hot
it's-
air balloons
yeah.
go up all the time.
It's one of those sunset things. You
Yeah.
get to see the sunset from up there. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Probably a nice romantic moment until
Don't they-
they're heading for the turnpike and the guy starts screaming, "Oh my God, we're all going to die!"
Don't they have like a table suspended from a hot air balloon and they serve dinner from it or something?
And like Saudi Arabia or somewhere.
Isn't that a thing we...
There was
Maybe not.
Yes, no, you're right. There's a restaurant way high up in the air.
That sounds
Mhm.
familiar. Okay. How would you like to eat there? And, what if you drop your fork, Willie? Ever think of that?
Hey, but hey,
no thanks.
the atmosphere is great.
What's coming up, Christy?
Coming up, would you get a tattoo for free public transportation?
Yeah.
We have wedding bells in the news, kind of, and we have a sex therapist who has a very interesting way to save your marriage.
If she joins in?
Pretty much.
And we have an update on that disappointing West Point time capsule
Yes, we do.
bust.
Yeah.
That is, I think, fraudulent. I think this story's fake.
Why?
Why do you think it's fake?
Because I'll tell you why. I think they're trying to save face. I think they put the stuff in after the fact, frankly.
They're whistled around.
Yeah.
Drop it in there.
Yeah, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Think you know your pro.
Hey, you dog owners, listen up. This is something for your big sweetie. Chew Works.
Has your dog ever scarfed down one of those chew sticks without really chewing?
ChewWorks has a hold to chew, which will prevent choking and GI blockage.
When dogs can't properly hold the chew stick between their paws anymore, they tend to just swallow it.
Available in 3 sizes, mini, junior, and large. Extra large coming soon.
Their whole purpose is to provide a safer and healthier way for your dogs to chew.
ChewWorks.com.
Now, what's this next tune?
Well, this is a love song, baby. You know when you love somebody, but you don't get it back. It's about a girl that did not return her. She already had another love. And it's actually a song about that other love of hers. I can't stop thinking about her, baby. Here we go. She's a girl who knows exactly what she wants. A man who knows her game and well aware. So many irons in the fire in a juggling act. Tricks on the hook, balls in the air. She spends a lot of time with Peter, and Willie's always up for it. Richard is so smooth and slick, but she loves Dick. Oh, yes, she does. She loves Dick. She can't get enough. She loves Dick. loves fixing her mind. A fix that she can't quit no matter what she does. An affliction, addiction that she loves. She spends a lot of time with Peter, and Willie's always up for it. But Richard is so smooth and slick. She loves Dick. Oh, yes, she does. She loves Dick. She can't get enough. She loves Dick. Hey! If you listen to her talk, you think Richard was a cock of a walk. He's good to the last drop. And she can't stop, she can't stop. If you listen to her talk, you think Richard was a cock of a walk. He's good to the last drop. And she can't stop, she can't stop. She spends a lot of time with Peter, and Willie's always up for it. But Richard is so smooth and slick. She loves Dick. Oh, yes, she does. She loves Dick. She can't get enough. She loves Dick. Oh, yes, she does. She loves Dick. She can't get enough. She loves Dick.
Yeah.
Woo!
Oh.
You took my breath away from the moment I first saw you. Will you marry me, Dolly? She said yes! She said yes!
It's not a real person.
It's not a real diamond. Real, natural, earthborn diamond. For your real love, from a real jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer Jewelers.
Prize in a shooting event as a 64-year-old. And while a 64-year-old Olympian is rather amazing, there was almost an 87-year-old winner at the first Olympic luge competition in Innsbruck, Austria, 1964. The fastest luge run was logged by an 87-year-old Austrian, Johann Lickensfinkter. Johann amazed the crowd and the judges, who nearly awarded him the gold medal, until it was learned that Lickensfinkter was not entered in the event or even on the team. It seems that Johann was a spectator who had slipped and accidentally slid down the track at a record pace. Lickensfinkter left his mark in Olympic history, as well as on the luge track itself.
This has been another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, the High Plains Thrifter, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Let's talk to our guest, Tom Foss. Now, do you have any animals?
I got 2 horses, about 15 chickens, dogs, cats.
So you are in the country, huh?
Yeah, gravel road, one-way gravel road.
Really?
Do you eat the chickens?
No, the eggs.
Ah.
My wife said she'd never kill one of the chickens.
Really?
But she doesn't have any problem scrambling up the kids. That's sweet.
When grandfather dies, life will be strange. When grandfather dies, my whole world will change. When grandfather dies, I'll scream and I'll yell, 'cause I'll be rich as hell.
And then I figured I didn't need to write anymore. Hey, everybody, this is Todd.
Go to peace.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
Ace Cosby's here.
Hey, buddy.
How's it going, pal?
Okay.
Sounded insincere.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's my buddy Tom Griswold.
Well, thank you very much. We have Christy Lee at the news desk. I want to remind everybody of a couple things. Our Big Green Egg competition begins a week from yesterday when the NFL season starts. Pick the pro football winners. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. You could win yourself a Big Green Egg Mini Max. One each week is at stake. Just pick the winners. Have some fun. Don't have to worry about the spread or anything. Details, once again, bobandtom.com/contest. Now we turn over to Christy Lee at the news desk. Have we missed anything?
A recent survey reveals couples are moving away from traditional weddings. According to the poll of 2,000 adults conducted on behalf of minted weddings, only 13% of Gen Z would get married in a church. 45% would hold a ceremony in a place with personal significance.
Wait a second. Have you been married how many times?
4. Let's rub it in.
No, this is too loose.
Backyard, sister's house, church, and then this time at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Museum because it had personal significance.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, that's fine. It gets his okay.
Oh, thank you.
No, I mean, I think a lot more people. I'm trying to think of the weddings I've been to recently, and for the most part, they have not been in churches.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Churches, that's a whole different topic. 36% would choose a different song to walk down the aisle to. Oh, then Here Comes the Bride?
Here comes the bride, all full of stink. Isn't that how it goes?
Here comes the bride. Big.
Lift up her dress and...
What?
It's...
Pink?
Panties are pink. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Is that a song, Pat?
I never heard it.
Yeah.
I've heard it.
Here comes the bride. She's
Big,
a double
fat
wide.
and wide.
Big,
Yeah, that's
fat
what
and
I've
wide.
heard.
Yeah.
What was the one about something about along came her girdle? There's one that has the word girdle in it, which is one of my favorite words.
Girdle?
I love the word girdle.
Yeah, they got rid of girdle. Now it's shapewear.
Yeah, but girdle's a great word. It
Yeah, it
sounds
is.
funny. Pat
is a funny
has
word.
it in one of his great songs.
Old-timey
Yeah,
word.
shapewear. 30% would abandon dress code norms. 20% would choose an unconventional theme. That's become quite popular.
Oh, great. I want to go to a Harry Potter wedding.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
Kidding.
But they have them. 1 in 5 millennials said they would incorporate a surprise performance into their celebration. I don't know what you would do.
I've seen the one where the bride and groom...
Everybody's dancing.
Start some incredible dance. That's pretty funny.
Really?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Man,
I've never seen it in person, but I've seen videos.
Justin Willman, when he got married, he made his bride levitate during their wedding dance. That was pretty cool.
Bet she made him levitate in the honeymoon. But seriously, that's I try the
Then she made his house disappear.
No, they're still happily
not till they
married.
get divorced.
Stop.
I really do hope that they stay together, though, because if she gets married again, well, he made me levitate. And you didn't even talk to my mom during the ceremony, and she really wanted to talk to you. And
I love that guy, by the way.
I
If you
do,
ever
too.
get a chance to see Justin Willman live, go.
The traditions respondents felt were most outdated. The bride's family paying for the wedding.
Is that still a thing?
That's still a thing, yeah. Not seeing each other before the ceremony. I think that's kind of sweet. Wearing a white dress.
What percentage want to get rid of that?
It doesn't have a number.
Did you see Andy?
Before we got married?
Yeah.
No.
Hey, Christy. Hey, Christy. Listen to this stuff. Hey, Christy.
What?
Did you wear white?
I wore off-white, thank you. It actually looks more white in the pictures than it really is.
You know what? Wear plaid, whatever color you want.
Thank you. 20% of Gen Zers said it's still rude for a wedding guest to wear white, whereas 2% of baby boomers would take offense. So as a guest, you can't wear white.
Oh,
Don't you love it when the mother of the bride almost looks like the bride? It's like you can't tell apart sometimes because they'll wear white or an off-white or,
I love that move.
Yeah.
I love the bride, the mother of the bride, who kind of makes it a little bit about herself.
About herself.
That's a flex move.
I went to a wedding when I was in high school, and let's put it this way. The mother of the bride wore black.
Oh, and it wasn't part of the scheme because there are black and white weddings.
Ooh, I like a black and white cookie today. That sounds nice, doesn't it?
What is a black and white cookie?
Oh, those are good.
Yeah, it's like a cookie, and it's got black frosting on one half.
Chocolate and white.
Vanilla on the other half.
never had one of
if you wanted this themed wedding thing,
yes.
So if you want to do, say, a Star Wars wedding, is there already a whole set up with that, dresses and everything already designed.
I'm sure you could find it.
Yeah, I'd imagine you May the 4th, Kiss the Bride probably gets out there.
Halloween wedding, goth weddings are big. Wiccan weddings are big all of a sudden.
Okay.
Wiccan wedding.
Yeah.
Wiccan weddings are weird. They send the invite, and it's like, what do you want to eat? And I couldn't decide if I wanted the fish eye or the lizard, so couldn't figure it out.
I am Newt. Go with that.
This is not real Newt, okay?
Did you play a song at your wedding?
Okay, so that was the one thing that I kind of forgot about was the music part because it was very small. It was just the family, just the kids.
Well, you'll get them next time.
Well, fortunately, my fabulous photographer, Tiffany, she at the last minute went, I'll just play piano music off my phone onto the speaker system in the museum. And it worked out great. So I don't know what songs were playing. They were just instrumental piano-y songs.
I thought you were saying that the photographer also played piano and there happened to be a piano there.
No, she did not play piano.
I would have loved this. No, it's okay. I'll step in.
I would change that sword.
That's the only song I can play.
Doesn't have to be. She's got to take pictures too. So da-da-da-da.
Well, her brother was helping her, Nate. He does a great job too. So it was good.
I would imagine some of the music choices are really inappropriate.
Ba-da-da-da.
You like get a little Cardi B.
Well, I mean, it's your wedding. You can pick whatever you want. More power.
You can't. It's a public
Yes, you
thing.
can.
There are kids there, and it's.
Well, I don't think people are using stripper music to get married to. And if they are, they probably don't have kids there.
Honey, I got to say, I think it's a weird choice to walk down the aisle to Buck Cherry's Crazy Bitch, but
yeah,
if that's what you want.
Actually, okay.
Buck Cherry.
If you were to get married again, would you do it in a church?
I haven't ever really given any thought. It would depend on where it was. How was the view?
Well, yeah, that's what we're asking.
Could we keep as many people from coming as possible?
Well, you can. You just don't tell people about it like we did. Okay, keep it a secret.
You've been married 4 times. I haven't been to any of them.
I know.
Me either. Don't look at me.
Now, wait a minute, you guys. Let me count. The second one, we had a party after, and you guys were all there. I have a picture, actually, from that party with Ace and Bob and I.
The second one.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. A self-proclaimed sex therapist claims that she can save marriages. If your wedding went great, but now you're having trouble, you could call her up. She has an interesting technique. She sleeps with her clients.
Here we go.
Ms. Olivia Bentley said that her approach to intimacy counseling is part of the appeal.
Bentley, I think I broke it.
As a veteran sex worker, Bentley claims that women have asked her to demo sex acts on their husbands.
So she's a prostitute.
While some...
Here's the thing. I found that my clients like it if I join in.
Well, some
Call me
wives
crazy.
grant their husbands a hall pass to pay her a visit.
Oh, yeah.
She also offers couples tips for maintaining a healthy sex life.
So she's a prostitute. So the husband is
just like new tricks and stuff, right?
She has sex.
Bentley
after
lacks
cash
official counseling qualifications, but does have a master's degree in education and garnered her other skills while working at Nevada's Moonlight Bunny Ranch,
I rest my case.
She's a legal sex worker.
Okay, the prostitute, strumpet. We're just.
Why do you have to give her a
problem.
horrible name?
I'm not. I'm just
sex
saying.
worker.
Okay, fine.
She
She's a
sees
prostitute.
up to 10 clients a week and earns about $500,000 a year for her services. Yeah, that's what she says.
That's a very good rate, but I imagine her expertise helps her get that rate. I probably couldn't go into this job and get $500,000
a year?
Yeah, probably not.
Regarding her approach, Bentley said, quote, "I'm very affectionate physically and emotionally towards the wife always. If she's feeling very good, then the mood is elevated and we have a really good time. And her husband is very grateful for the experience."
Yeah, she says to the lady, take 2 dildos, call me in the morning. I'm going to service Roger over here. And then this guy's going to start arguments just so he can go back to the prostitute.
You make it sound so dirty.
It's unconventional.
It's unconventional, but I don't think it's as dirty as you're making it sound. Just because in your head.
I'm just not so sure how effective it is. So,
Well, what do you mean? Maybe there are probably quite a few people out there that aren't exactly
Getting
well
along.
versed in sexual activity, and they need a little help, little demonstration, if you will.
Okay. So she gives Roger a taste of the pro and then tries to pick up some pointers.
Well, maybe it works. We don't know.
I don't know. I wonder if they take insurance.
Depends on if that prostitute's a provider.
Does Blue Cross Blue Shield cover this? I have no idea. What's coming up in the news, Christy Lee?
Coming up, we have a lollipop assault. We have a guy and 3 parrots wanted for robbery. We have an update on our West Point time capsule.
I love this joke.
And we have
3 parrots.
Mummies in the news.
Okay. Also, we got some requests coming up. Got some good ones, though. We like to dig these up occasionally, something we haven't heard for quite some time coming up. I also will remind you, coming up, Willie G with the great Greg Hahn, the Jukebox in Peoria, coming up September 8th and 9th. That'll be a killer show. Also, Duke Tomato is going to be in Michigan City with the Bob and Tom Horns on Monday, on Labor Day. We're coming right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, have you got your picks in yet for week 1? Well, you don't have to, but you might want to think about signing up now. Get your picks ready for next week.
You know all my deepest secrets. I think you know to keep them. But I wonder if you know I hate sleeping alone. So come and tell me what my kiss tastes like. Don't wanna miss it, so turn out the lights. But I wonder if you know I hate sleeping alone. I have to fake it. I'd leave if I could, yeah. I'm not in love, but the sex is good. You can't mistake it, cause it's understood, yeah. I'm not in love, but the sex is good, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got to know my weakness. You always touch in all the right places. We don't get along that well, no. Not much for talk, but your heart has a hell. I have to fake it. I'd leave if I could, yeah. I'm not in love, but the sex is good. You can't mistake it, cause it's understood, yeah. I'm not in love, but the sex is good, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not like I don't wanna stick around. It's just tonight I'm gonna lay you down. So now you know what my kiss tastes like. So in the morning I'll say goodbye. But I wonder if you know I hate sleeping alone. I have to fake it. I'd leave if I could, yeah. I'm not in love, but the sex is good. You can't mistake it, cause it's understood, yeah. I'm not in love, but the sex is good. I have to fake it. I'd leave if I could, yeah. I'm not in love, but the sex is good. You can't mistake it, cause it's understood, yeah. I'm not in love, but the sex is good, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not in love, I'm not in love, I'm not in love, but it sure is good.
Yeah.
everybody. Chick McGee here from the Bob and Tom Show. I want to tell you about the NFL season coming up. We got together with the folks at Big Green Egg, and each and every week, you're going to have a chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg during the Pigskin Pick'em program.
Can't take your call at the moment, but your call is very important to me. I check messages every quarter hour unless in flight, in which case I'll answer upon landing. So after the tone, please leave me your name, 2 numbers, and a brief message. Or you can Skypage, text, or preferably email me at ktar_closer.com.
He's still talking. Is he talking?
Yeah, he's still chatting me up. Oh, God. I'll catch you later.
Bye.
Get enough of this.
All right, bye.
We just landed and I pulled it off again.
Oh, you did?
I don't believe I called Bob.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
I can hear you, oh no. You're talking out your ass again.
Bob and Tom Radio, 24/7.
Nick Griffin's our guest. I'm glad that it.
I'm glad everything's okay now. Yeah.
Now, are you dating at all? Do you see anyone? Are you?
No, I don't. I mean, I tried. You know, they're doing that internet dating, which.
Have you tried that?
I have tried it, yeah, but I just don't. I don't see a future in it because there's no story if you do get married with your kids. You know, I was checking the box score and then I double clicked on your mom's head.
My most recent marriage was a disaster. It made the wreck of the Edmunds Fitzgerald look like a fender bender.
Wow. Sorry to hear that. Hello.
And you remember Lord's famous line about gun control, more or less.
Yes. The relationship taught me a lot. It taught me they won't sell you a handgun if you're crying.
Hi, this is...
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, guys.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Got a little surprise for you, Chick.
All right.
I know Chickster's going to be exiting a little bit early.
Oh, yeah.
For a deeply personal matter.
That's exactly
But there he is on the big screen. It's our friend, Jeff Oskay. Look how handsome that man is.
Oh, man.
Hey, everybody. How are you? We're good, man.
And the rubber duck tie.
Yeah, baby.
Love it.
Love it. Thanks to Mommy for Linda Oskay for hooking me up with that.
Right.
Ace was supposed to write my failed to mention today, but like everything, he couldn't read it out of a book, so he I prepared something different. You guys are just gonna have to bear with me. We're gonna give it a try. It's probably gonna bomb, but let's give it a shot, and here it is.
It's not what you failed to mention news. It's Jeff Oskay with
he's doing some kind of editorial or something.
Oh. Huh?
He's got glasses on and everything.
Today's topic, video games.
All right.
My son spends so many hours playing video games. How many hours? Enough to make me a bad parent amount of hours. Let's put it this way. His teachers would probably say he plays a C+ average amount of hours. Do I wish he would study more or go play outside? Of course. But can I blame him for wanting to play video games instead? No. Have you been outside? It's dangerous out there. My parents hated video games when I grew up. They'd always tell me, go play outside. Had they known playing outside consisted of dipping skull bandits, setting fires in cornfields, and breaking into abandoned houses, I'm sure they would have been more than happy with me playing one-on-one Larry Bird versus Dr. J on my Commodore 64.
Oh, nice.
I grew up with video games like Asteroids, Frogger, Donkey Kong, Pac-Man. Back then, Willie, our controllers only consisted of a single joystick and one single button.
That's not enough buttons. You got to get more buttons on it.
I know. I can't play today's video games even when I want to. I don't have the eye-hand coordination to use the controller. They now have more buttons than I do fingers. How am I supposed to hit all these buttons? Am I supposed to get my ding-dong involved? These games are crazy. The war games, are super realistic now. I walked by the other day. I thought my son was watching Private Ryan. A few months back, I played this war game called Battlefield 1942. It's all about World War II. It's amazing how scary and realistic it is. I played for only a few hours that night. I'm still suffering from shell shock and gonorrhea.
That's realistic.
Oh, wow. Super realistic. Last week, my lady and kids were away. I like basketball, so I played this old NBA 2K basketball game of my son's. In the game, they have this feature called career mode. You make your avatar, Tom, that's your character.
Check.
You can make them look however you want with whatever features and characteristics. I like to make mine super realistic. I make my character with all my actual stats. Beer gut, big bushy beard, emphysema, gonorrhea, bad credit, all the way down to my plantar fasciitis.
Oh!
In career mode, your character starts off in high school, and the goal is to work your way up to being an NBA superstar. And it's crazy how accurate it was. The game starts with my guy going out for his freshman team in high school. He gets cut the very first week. He then goes on to play 3 seasons of CYO church basketball, where he averages 4 minutes of playing time with 2 points, 2 assists, and 0 rebounds. He goes on to get divorced a few times, holds down a few odd jobs before finally suffering a nervous breakdown. His career finally ends with him playing basketball, small forward at the...
Where?
His career finally ends with him playing pickup games behind a halfway house in Houston where he tries to hustle high schoolers out of their Adderall scripts. You just don't get that kind of true studying or playing outside. Only video games will give you that kind of reality.
So it's very realistic.
Yes.
That's amazingly realistic.
He gets cut his first week.
Yeah.
First week.
I'm so bad at 2K. My player in my career just plays 2K all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really embarrassing.
Yeah, so that's why I let my son play more video games than he should. It's C+ parenting at best. At least that's what his teacher said at our last parent-teacher conference. I'm Jeff Oskay, and this has been my video game justification editorial on Failed to Mention News. Real quick, any of you guys got a good gonorrhea guy? This is starting to get really gross down here. I'm Jeff Oskay, and this was a Failed to Mention News editorial.
It's good. Jeff Oskay. Hey! I tell you what, that is a realistic game.
Well,
you get the drip. Those round-heeled gals from World War II.
Remember Leisure Suit Larry, one of the first video games? We had
Leisure Suit Larry?
We had to put the floppy disk in, and you had to C-com colon hit enter and start the game. Oh, it was crazy.
Apple computers effectively start with hacking a Pong game.
Oh, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know.
I think Wozniak and Jobs, I think those were one of the first things they did. And I know Jobs developed a thing that it would mimic the sound of coins going into a payphone, and you could make free phone calls. And he sold these little boxes, and that's how they started.
That sounds right.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Jeff Oskay. That was a great editorial. Have you ever played that game, Willie?
2K or Battlefield?
Either one.
I've played 2K. I'm very bad at it. I've never played Battlefield, but I've played Call of Duty. Pretty similar.
But you're wearing are you talking to other players?
I mean,
not?
It just depends. If you're playing like Battlefield has like the typical mode, like the career mode in 2K, for example.
Right.
That's just, it's you. You're playing in a video game.
Right.
You can't talk to anyone, but then you can leave and you can go to the park, it's called, and then you can essentially play pickup with people from all around the world.
Okay.
And then you can set it. Some games you can only talk to your team. In the new Call of Duty, it's proximity based. So if we're playing each other and we get close enough to each other in the game, then we can hear each other.
Oh, okay.
So like it's sometimes you'll kill a guy and you'll hear him go, "Oh, come on!"
I know, for example, we've actually talked to the great guitarist and songwriter and singer Joe Walsh, who happens to really be into shortwave radio.
Mm-hmm.
And you can imagine if you're out there one day and you realize you're talking to Joe Walsh, how cool that would be. But are there guys that play in these group games, like famous people that don't that just stay anonymous?
Yeah, so there's like massive streamers, and they're not very anonymous. You'll hear about that a lot. Someone's like will post a video being like, I was playing Fortnite and I killed Ninja. He's like the really big one. But over the summer, somebody was playing, I think it was Call of Duty or Fortnite, and they were talking to the person they played with, and eventually they just figured out it was Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks. He goes, where do you live? In Texas. What do you do? I play basketball. No, you don't play basketball. No, I'm serious. I play basketball. It's funny. And it's just, some 12-year-old kid playing with Luka.
Hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Robin Williams, that was one of his hobbies. Toward, the end, he would talk trash to kids while he was playing video games with them. He loved it, I guess.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. He had a great time.
Yeah, I can remember back in the day, Tony Stewart, the great race car driver, I would take the kids over. There was a huge video game parlor in those days, and Tony would always be playing the driving games, and he was rather good at them.
Yeah, I bet. Well, didn't we play Jeff Gordon and him and...
Yeah, we did.
In those games one time? Did not do so well.
But Tony, he was just playing them for fun.
Yeah,
But I mean, you can imagine it'd be kind of cool if you're playing one of those basketball games and it's Reggie Miller you find out on the other end of it.
Well, that Tony Stewart thing, he's probably playing the real racing simulators. Come into my world, buddy. Play Mario Kart. I'll blue shell the hell out of you. I don't care. I'll throw a banana right before you get there. I know all the cheat codes, know how to drift. Get out of my town, pal.
Okay, cool. Well, we're going to shift gears here and go back to the news desk with Christy Lee. Also, that someone had something for you. Oh, this is interesting, Christy.
Mm-hmm.
Can you go back to that story you had about the prostitute that helps marriages, allegedly? Or what does she call herself?
Sex worker.
Yeah.
She says she's a self-proclaimed sex therapist.
Sex therapist. What she does is
Did you say suck?
Sex.
She sleeps with the husband and then
she sleeps. Well, she demos sex acts on their husbands.
Not on the woman, but on the husband.
I bet if the woman asked, she would. Maybe.
Maybe. Okay.
So if someone wants to know, Christy, how would you feel if it was the other way around?
What do you mean?
If the sex therapist was a man.
Uh-huh. The sex therapist was a man wanting to demonstrate on my husband?
No, well, I was thinking.
And it was weird. He's really into it.
He loves it. Andy brings you the idea. Honey, this is going to save our marriage, okay?
No, I'm sorry, Andy. I apologize. No, I meant what this person writing this letter means is
if the guy wanted to perform sex acts on me.
Yeah, in other words, if for the marriage counseling, you'd go in and he'd go, Andy, I'm going to
that would infer that I don't know what I'm doing. Believe me, I've never had a problem in that area.
I'm not suggesting you do. I'm just saying the writer of the letter says just maybe take yourself out of the equation.
Yeah, I bet there are certain
I'm sure that there are probably certain women that need to know what goes where and how to do things. So,
and of course,
why not?
Okay, all right.
I don't think any good can come from
I
this
think this is a disaster.
It's a disaster
waiting to happen.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I just think it's not for us.
If Josh were here, I think Josh would approve of this.
100%.
Of course he would, because he's insane.
No, he's not.
I mean, this woman's...
For some people, it makes sense that they need a little help.
What are your thoughts on this, Ace?
Sorry to wake you.
Ace, do you know what we're talking about? We're talking about sex.
Okay.
If you were married, would you allow your partner to, in front of you, have sex with the therapist?
Of course not.
Why
of course not.
Okay.
It's one-on-one forever, baby.
One-on-one forever, baby.
Threw a baby in there. Do you like that? Do you like the way he calls you baby?
He's not calling me baby. I'm not his baby.
I think he did.
That's a man-to-man, huh? All right.
Is this legal?
I think where it's
In
happening.
Nevada, it is.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Probably, yeah.
All right.
I don't think prostitution is legal in Clark County, though, right? In Vegas.
I don't think it is.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Which is really bizarre, if you think about it.
Yeah, everything else is illegal.
Yeah.
Is it kind of like the state lines where fireworks aren't legal in certain states, and you just drive into one county and there's just all the whore billboards?
Yeah, that's the reason.
That's hilarious.
Nervous Charlene's prostitution house.
Four Finger Charlotte.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's true.
I wonder. I don't know. I've never driven. I did drive from L.A. to Las Vegas once, but I don't know if I drive through the county where they have.
It takes longer than you think.
Boy, it sure does.
I know that the fireworks signs, and do they have those for the marijuana?
Yeah, they do.
Absolutely.
And sometimes they're really weird. Sometimes when I'm coming back from Chicago into where pot is legal, from the state of Illinois, rather, where pot is legal, into the state of Indiana where it isn't, there's one right when you get past Indiana, and it says, "You puff, puff past us." And I think that's a little bit too cute. And also, it implies that you're going to commit a felony by driving legal marijuana across state lines. It's a very cute marketing billboard that can also get you 10 years in prison.
Yeah, you're right.
I imagine since all those are state regulations, it's probably not even legal to advertise it in some states, whereas in others it's...
I'm sure.
But I think really his idea of the prostitution billboards is hilarious.
You think they have to have them, right?
I don't know.
I can imagine. They have the trucks that drive around with the ads on them in Vegas.
Yeah, they do.
Well, they have the Super Bowl. They have the bus that goes around with prostitutes in the bus.
Inside the bus.
Remember?
And the Super Bowl is in Vegas this year.
Yes.
And you guys are going.
That's the rumor.
We've already booked the rooms.
Remember, there's only one rule.
What's the rule?
No Kostaki.
Drop this
now, are
sticking to that.
Are you going to stay? They asked me yesterday. Are you going to stay for the game?
My reflex is no, but
I don't want to buy you a ticket for $3,000 that you're not going to use.
I don't know why I wouldn't.
You think three's going to get you in?
I don't know, Ace. I was just throwing that out.
Yeah, that's the thing too. It's going to be silly. Expensive.
I can't wait to go to this game with Chick because you are going to leave halfway through the first quarter. It is going to be we got to beat traffic. I saw these lines.
You got to go to the game.
It'd be halfway through third quarter.
How many innings did you last? We went to a baseball game, you and Josh.
I think it was official.
You guys, they had not...
5.5?
Barely. I think it was the bottom of the fourth.
Well, when you get older, your priorities change, and you want to get beat the traffic.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay, well, speaking of the NFL, we've got something up and running. It's called our Pigskin Pick'em. When it comes to pro football, you could be a winner. Just pick some games.
That's right.
Details.
It's technically, right now, as I'm talking, it's week 1 of the NFL season.
Go to Bob and Tom.
Unbelievable, ladies.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest. You could win yourself the Big Green Egg Mini Max. Just pick some winners for week 1.
I get carried away.
And $50,000 is also at stake somehow. The details are all posted there. And have some fun. And the first game is a week from yesterday night, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Thursday night it all starts off. So get your entry in prior to that. And you could be a winner of the Big Green Egg Mini Max. She's Minnie. And she's
Minnie.
maximum fun. It's Christy Lee. How's that for a segue?
That was great. Officials in Austria are offering free public transportation for a year for anyone willing to get a special public transport tattoo. You need to get the phrase Klimaticket.
What?
It
must be in
loosely
Austria.
translates something like climate positive.
Klimaticket, Klimaticket.
Oh, that's
You
climate
need
ticket,
that
all right.
tattooed on your body at a pop-up tattoo parlor that they're handing out at music festivals, apparently. The annual transport ticket would cost about $1,200 a year, while officials behind the initiative said 6 people have already gotten ink so far. So you get it free for a year, then you have to re-up for $1,200 a year? Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah. The tattoo doesn't go away, though. But
Right.
Well, this sounds, in Europe, public transportation is great.
Yeah, it is.
I would honestly do this, and I would also get a tattoo in America to never take our public transportation because we just don't have it figured out like they do.
Where would you get Klimaticket tattooed on your body?
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean,
Probably a
Where?
tramp stamp, right? Probably right above the lower back.
Yeah, but you have to show it every time you're going to get on the bus.
I know, and I look like a little slut. Hey, boys.
Here comes that little slut boy.
Holding my iced coffee going, ooh.
That's sure would do it at a pop-up tattoo parlor. The
at
tattoo
a music
is,
festival.
Yeah, the tattoo is
Yeah.
forever. So's the hepatitis.
Yeah, if I could get my guy tattooed me, I would do it, but not.
Not at a pop-up. No.
Yeah, okay.
Donnie to do it.
Interesting idea. I don't think they'll be doing that in the States. I would also speculate that more people who ride public transportation in this country already have tattoos.
Well, you know what?
Is that what you'd say, Tom?
Tom, almost everyone has a tattoo.
Different world.
now.
Makes sense.
I would like to see the percentage of people that are tattooed now.
Right now in this room, Willie's got one.
Chick's got one.
Chick's got him. Godwin's got one.
Two.
Did you get a new one?
No, I've always had 2.
Jason, are you tatted? No.
Okay.
Ace is not. Are you?
No.
Okay.
No.
Pussy.
So it's about half.
Yeah.
How many do you have, Chick?
9.
Wow. Okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
Willie, you got a couple?
I have 3. I had to remember it yesterday because I have one on my bicep, if you can even call it that, one on my shoulder, and then I have one on the inside of my lip.
Oh, that's
I
right.
got it when I was 18, and it says swag.
That's right.
And I forget about it constantly until I go to the dentist twice a year.
Now, what does she say?
She goes, "Did you guys? What is that?" I go, "Yeah, I was 18. It says swag."
So can she read it, or you read it in the mirror?
It's faded now.
Oh.
Can you see it?
Okay, yeah, all right. Yeah.
What is-
Oh, yeah. It's
Doesn't swag,
kind of coming. It's coming
swag
off.
mean kindly stuff we all get?
It's like swagger. It's cool. But I got it in 2011. Everyone was saying, "Oh, that's swag. That's cool, man." I got
like
it.
now, everybody's slay. Everything is slay.
Now things are slay. Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
You know,
Everything's
like
slay.
what?
Man, you're slay. That means
No, it's what Santa Claus visits on the.
Oh, S-L-A-Y, you tool.
One horse open sleigh?
No, S-L-A-Y.
Oh, so you could have a
That's
sleigh. So sleigh means cool?
Yes.
You know what sleigh? Earbuds. Raycon earbuds. They're sleigh.
Yeah, they are.
Swag, bro.
Swag and sleigh, bro. That's right, Tom. The possibilities are endless with fall coming around. Oh, it's my favorite time of year. Raycon's everyday earbuds look, feel, and sound better than ever, just in time for fall. They have 3 sound profiles. You can choose to be immersed in sound or tune into your surroundings if you have to. You can listen while you travel or during maybe a grueling workout with optimized gel tips. For the perfect in-ear fit, earbuds comfortable enough for all-day wear, and they will not come out of your ears. That's right, they will not budge. And Raycon, you also get 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, and they start about half the price of other premium audio hoity-toity brands.
They're the best.
No wonder Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 56,000 5-star reviews. And right now, you can go to buyraycon.com/Tom and get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off your Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
I'll make this easy for you. Raycons, they sound great. They won't come out of your ears. The minute you touch the button, they hook up. Unlike the other ones, they're great. Check them out.
Comfortable.
They get the thumbs up from me. I love them. Raycon earbuds. Once again, it's buyraycon.com/Tom. And I think we're going to talk to the Ray from Raycon. We're working on getting him on the air. And he's a famous guy in the world of viral videos, if you're aware of that one. Humping. Coming up, it's Bye-Bye Chickie.
Yeah.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix.
Hi, everybody. Chick McGee here from the Bob and Tom Show. I want to tell you about the NFL season coming up. We got together with the folks at Big Green Egg, and each and every week, you're going to have a chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg during the Pigskin Pick'em program on the Bob and Tom Show.
I was part of the team that launched the first low salt, low sugar peanut butter into the category. It was called Simply Jif. It was targeted towards diabetics. I wanted to call it Type 2 peanut goo, but yeah, of course you don't feel good, Greg. You ate an entire rotisserie chicken at 11:30 at night. You shoved the whole thing in your fat face in 6 minutes, Greg. I think you ate the rubber band that holds the legs together. I mean, come on. My birth certificate? That document is 54 years old. I also don't have the Declaration of Independence. Because I don't know if you've ever seen an organic peanut butter kid go off the deep end. It is not pretty. Okay, these kids, they spend 18 years eating it, then they go off to college. They have one bite of a Jif sandwich. 6 weeks later, they're passed out on a park bench with Nutter Butters all over their face.
Hey, you dog owners, listen up. This is something for your big sweetie. Chew Works.
Has your dog ever scarfed down one of those chew sticks without really chewing?
Chew Works has a hold to chew, which will prevent choking and GI blockage.
When dogs can't properly hold the chew stick between their paws anymore, they tend to just swallow it.
Available in 3 sizes, mini, junior, and large. Extra large coming soon.
Their whole purpose is to provide a safer and healthier way for your dogs to chew.
Chewworks.com.
You know what bugs me about life?
What's that?
People who take a reasonably simple task and make it incredibly complicated, like making a full-scale Broadway show production out of drinking iced tea. That to me is really.
What's your problem? Why can't I enjoy my iced tea over here?
Well, you can.
Did you bring your thermos?
I
did bring my thermos.
Can we get a picture? Can we get a picture of the thermos sitting and Christy standing beside it?
Yes, so they can get the actual full
because seriously,
spectrum of how big this is.
Easily,
that's bigger than Christy's head.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
That.
Christy could easily sit on that and watch a sporting event.
Yeah, certainly.
Well, what's wrong with having? You know what? I think we should have her sit on it, and we'll caption it "Sun Tea."
He's going to read some article or some idiot friend, and when I find the idiot friend who told you about this cold iced tea, I'm going to punch him right in the face. I'm going to. Oh, well, you know,
who was that guy?
The best thing to do is to be in a separate studio because
Jeff, would you like a little glass of nice iced tea?
No, thanks.
It's delightful.
I love iced tea.
There's no ice in it, though.
No, God, no.
God,
well,
no. That would make it.
Then it's not iced tea.
Watered down.
The ice would bruise the tea.
Yes.
No, the ice is on the cooler. I quit. I quit.
Can we get a picture of the iced tea?
How much does this add to your morning? You had such a bad morning, you said.
Are you getting up extra early now to make your tea? No, the tea was made last night in the car when I left this morning. Oh.
In the car? Somebody put it in the car?
I did.
You put it in the car?
You put it in the car?
Last night.
Last night.
Yes.
It's crazier than I thought.
Really?
I thought it was supposed
Three
to.
letters come to mind. OCD.
Those.
Definitely.
Are you kidding me?
I thought it was supposed to brew in the refrigerator.
That's old technology.
Only with Tom, the OCD is in capital letters with big lights around each.
I thought the tea was supposed to brew in the refrigerator overnight.
Tom's taking it a new step, I'm sure. Well, why not have it brew?
I call it not OCD. I call it CDO because I want the letters in alphabetical order.
Yeah.
Let me ask you about this. You look like you spend a lot of time lifting weights. Are you a fitness buff?
I like to pump a little iron, you know what I mean? I drink the protein shakes, take the vitamins, take the St. John's for my wart. I do the whole thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You got a wart, do you?
I like to go out and chalk up. The whole key is chalking up. You got to chalk up when you go. You got to chalk it up. I got the weight belt on. Chicks dig the weight belts. They dig the weight belts with a name on the back. You know, Steve. I don't know who Steve is, but he's missing his weight belt. Is that what you were waiting for? That's yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like to pump it up. You got to be in top shape because I play golf.
You do.
You guys know the golf bit.
Oh, yeah.
I love golf. I play a lot of golf. I got some new golf jokes. I play a lot of golf. Oh, yeah. Every hole, like 14,000 strokes. That's a lot of golf. You know what I mean? I look like a propeller out there just swinging away. I love golf. I swing with one hand. I don't even use two hands. I don't care. The instructor's always trying to change your grip. Like, hey, you're not the boss of me. I hit that ball as hard as I can, walk 6 feet, and hit it again. Every hole I use the driver. Par 3, I don't want to see a 7-iron. I let the big dog eat. I grip and rip it. I got the weight belt on. Steve's playing some golf, baby. You give me a golf cart, a 12-pack, and a lake. I'll show you how to have fun all day. You ever wonder how far a golf cart can go in a lake before it sinks? 13 feet. I love golf. What a sport. It's a good sport.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedian David Crow is here with us.
I think the most intense culture in the world's got to be the Japanese. I read that they won't play Trivial Pursuit in Japan.
They won't?
No. I think these guys are afraid of their wives.
In Japan?
Well, probably.
Yeah. I know the Japanese ladies are very meek and polite in public, but you know that pent-up frustration's got to come out somewhere. And I think it's at home. They get home just, I can't believe you don't know who plays Alice on the Brady Bunch. Everybody know Ann B. Davis play Alice. Mr. Yoshikaro knew, Mr. Arakawa know. You don't know. Aunt Jemima, she the swamp lady. She don't clean for Mike and Carol. I shall bind your feet for 2 days. I mean, how do you think sushi got invented? Screw you, cook for yourself.
Where are you from, man?
Patterson, from Patterson, New Jersey.
Oh, sure. That's famous.
Yeah, you know, small.
Sure.
Thugged out town. You know, it's tiny. So small, we used to get robbed by people we knew.
That's small.
People like, stick them up. I'm like, Andre? I'm going to tell your mother, man. By the way, how is Aunt Carol? How's she doing? I'll come over for dinner.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop,
it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Over there, we got Christy Lee.
Hi, Jeff
Looking
Oskay.
beautiful as always.
Thank you.
Over there in the performance room, Pat Godwin.
Hey, Jeff.
Willie Griswold sitting at the I Hate Steven Singer desk.
Sure I am, and Steven Singer Jewelers is proving how worthless lab-grown diamonds are by giving away a free 1-carat lab-grown diamond with every engagement ring purchase. While supplies last, purchase is necessary. Visit IHateStevenSinger.com for more details.
We got Ace over there on the joke desk. I'm Jeff Oskay, and there's our leader, Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much, Jeffrey. Enjoyed your editorial.
Thank you.
About video games. Very enlightening. And we have a special surprise, a special treat, ladies and gentlemen. We like to get this done every day. The sooner the better sometimes.
What's
but
that?
not today.
Oh, that sexy man with a deep voice. Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Ace.
When's the best time to cut down a tree?
When is the best time to cut down a tree?
September.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
Very timely.
I'll take it. The act out made it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Now, we have a letter here.
Go.
Chick had a news story. I think it was the Cleveland Browns. The essence of it was the Dude Wipes people are going to donate $2,000 every time the Browns
Score 2 points.
attempt a 2-point conversion and make it. That seems kind of crazy. Gary in Central Ohio writes, Dude Wipes is going to donate $2,000 to the Jimmy Goodwin College Fund every time Chick McGee laughs at an Ace Cosby joke of the day.
They're going to be broke.
Does he mean Jimmy Godwin?
Jimmy Godwin?
What did I say?
Goodwin?
Oh. Sorry, Pat. He wrote it. That's part
That's
of
all right.
Part of the joke, you see.
Wow. They'll go broke.
Okay.
Are the Browns going to endorse this officially, like the Dude Wipes one? Actually, they probably don't care. Deshaun Watson, their quarterback. They probably don't care too much about consent.
A consensual 2-pointer. Now, we have Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk. Have we missed anything?
Yeah, yesterday, in case you missed it, firefighters in Utah say a semi crash spilled baking flour next to the road. Firefighters responded to a report of an overturned truck in Logan Canyon. The department shared photos that shows the ground littered with flour bags on top of the semi's trailer after it came off. The vehicle's 2 occupants sustained minor injuries, but there was flour all over the road.
Pat, you have a series of...
Every time something spills on the road,
Yeah.
We've had. What do we
you
have?
have me do a song about it?
We've had honey, we've had lemons. We have flour.
Oh,
we have
grapes,
wine.
beer,
yeah,
wine.
grapes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tons.
Chicken nuggets one time?
Chicken nuggets, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go with On the Road Again. Some Ventura Highway's a big one.
Right.
Carefree Highway.
Yeah.
This is new, though, with the flour. Where has all the flour gone? On the highway. Where has all the flour spilled? Down Logan Canyon. What if it hits the creek? In this September heat, there'll be bread for everyone. That's the yeast we can do. See, this is a kid's cute
Nice
one.
little folk song.
Maybe not the best highway one, but certainly a lesson.
A different approach. Different going with the flour rather than the highway. But I liked it very much, Pat. We could do a medley of all your famous spill songs. You did wine, grapes.
Yeah, Chicken McNuggets was a fun one.
We've had everything. Didn't we have one with like living chickens at one point?
Hogs on the highway.
Oh,
we had.
we had
good.
hogs.
Okay, good. Alrighty.
A Florida man in the news today. How often do we say that, ladies and gentlemen? This guy was arrested for allegedly throwing a lollipop at a Family Dollar manager. He'll listen to me now, won't he?
You said it was $1. Tax made it $1.19. Bam!
According to the arrest affidavit, the 24-year-old was in line waiting to check out when he got into a verbal argument with store manager David Jondro. Police said the fight escalated and the suspect allegedly threw a lollipop at Jondro, striking him in the chest. The 24-year-old was arrested for simple battery and, oh, here's a shock, possession of drug paraphernalia.
What a dum-dum.
He's a member of the Lollipop Guild. They'll be representing him in court. I never liked those giant suckers. I remember.
Was it a giant sucker? I don't know what size
I
it was.
assume it was. If it did bodily harm, it couldn't have been a Tootsie Pop.
Well, I mean, who knows?
Have you been in a Dollar General before, Tom?
I don't think
No,
so,
he has not.
That's probably the least crazy thing that happened to the manager. Like it's a free for all.
It really is.
They're always stocking. Like you can't get down any aisleway because there's always like 50 boxes that they're.
And is everything $1?
No, not anymore.
Not
you
at
can
Dollar
get
General.
anything there.
At Dollar Tree.
Dollar Generals are like a general store.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of merchandise. There used to be dollar stores, which are now $1.25.
The lollipop did not cause the man any bodily harm, by the way. So.
Okay, but walk me through the dollar store then.
Well, there's the Dollar General, which not many people are aware of this. There's more Dollar General square footage than Walmart in this country now. They're the number one store.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
And they have everything from hair products that are like 2 or 3 letters off from the original brand. They have food that expires tomorrow. Always, pretty much. You probably buy food at the Dollar General, don't you guys?
I've only been to Dollar General like twice.
But then they have like 5 and below, which is everything's $5 and below. They have the Dollar Tree where everything's like $2 or $3. There's nothing.
No. I was in Dollar Tree last week. I bought a bucket for $1.25.
Oh,
and
nice.
rubber gloves and some batteries.
Did you go specifically to looking for a bucket?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
It's a good place to find stuff that'll last a couple weeks.
And they have name brand products, but they're smaller.
Yeah. It's like they're like in between travel size and regular size.
Yeah, it's a weird.
Yeah.
You ever wanted 4 ounces of Pantene Pro V? Come on by.
Now, can you get that on a plane?
No, 3 ounces or less.
Wow.
It's actually 3.5, and I only know that because that's an eighth is 3.5 grams.
There you go.
Well, I'll have to expand my horizons and go to.
Oh, you should go. It's fun. They have lots of pool noodles year round. If you ever need a pool noodle, for some reason, they have an abundance.
Yeah, take the girls there. They have like stickers. It's not from Frozen.
They'll love it.
If they're like just different enough from the Frozen characters that it's legal to sell these.
You'll love
There's
it.
no way that Tom's going to a
So the
Dollar
products
General.
are like, you said, a couple of letters off of.
Some of them. Yeah.
You don't get Buzz and Woody. You'll get stickers of like Buzzy and Captain Cowboy Woods.
Okay. I'll check it out with the girls. They'll load up on junk. What's coming up, Christy Lee?
We have a guy with some parrots wanted for robbery. We have a wild boar paradox.
Did you say parrots or parents?
Parrots.
Oh, okay, cool.
No, not
Okay, that'll be interesting. We'll find out about all that stuff.
Egyptian mummy.
Okay, it's all coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next.
Now, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello.
I mentioned that our guests include that man. He is comedian Greg Warren. And this other guy who is word dude lexicographer. Did I get it right?
Yes, you did.
Steve Kleinedler, who is originally from Flint, Michigan, now living in Boston, part of the American Heritage Dictionary Group. And they've got a bunch of books that are actually kind of fun. The series is entitled 100 Words, etc. 100 words, for example, that make you sound great. 100 words that make you sound smart. We're looking at 100 words for lovers for Greg Warren and Christy Lee. Here's one.
We're not lovers.
Well, no, but you're on your dream. But here's one.
Matter of time.
Here's one. Heartthrob.
Oh,
heartthrob.
Come on. It's an easy one.
Sure it is. I bet you're quite the heartthrob.
There you go.
Yeah. I can feel my heart throbbing.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry.
When I pee, is that what you said? Wow. Wow, that is really bad. I'm very uncomfortable.
Do you have another word? Now let's move on.
I like how a pigeon and I cannot lie.
See, that's where I say that.
One of your people up front were telling me you were having a problem last time with the word entrance.
That you were all reading it as entrance?
Well, when we first got it, so why in the world would entrance be?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Why would entrance be
in a book about lovers?
About lovers.
That is not an entrance.
That is not an entrance.
That is the wrong entrance.
That is an exit only.
Yeah, that's how we were doing.
That's how we, yes, you're right. Entrance was...
yeah, here it is right here.
Greg, your eyes are so entrancing.
See, I told you they twinkle. Look at them.
They do twinkle.
To fill someone with delight, wonder, and love.
It looks like an entrance to an empty room.
There's nobody home.
I got stuff up here, Bob. I got stuff up here.
I'm sorry.
All kinds of stuff.
Okay, here we go, Greg. Here's an easy one. Ecstasy.
Oh, yeah.
Ecstasy. And don't be going.
Do you know where I buy some ecstasy?
I'll tell you what would really make this date go better.
The only way I'm getting laid is if I can find some ecstasy.
Well, next word. All right.
You'll notice the American Heritage Committee did not put date rape in here for a reason.
All right.
Is roofie in there?
No, it is not.
Okay, here we go. Here's an easy one. Crush.
Oh, yeah.
I need to confess that
this chair's crushing my nuts.
Crush, please.
You are a horrible date
yeah, you
doctor.
Counselor.
You're telling me?
I'll have a beer and she'll have an orange crush.
And keep them coming.
Now, here's a word. If you can use this on a first date, comely.
Oh, that's not. You don't want to use
If this
that word.
happens, wait, I think
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini-Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom and Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini-Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
Paul, you kind of came off the road as a comedian many years ago when you started doing the TBS show. How many?
We started in '95, so
Really?
14 years.
Wow.
Doing it.
But you occasionally go back out on the road and do stand-up.
I do. I took a little time off the last couple of years, but now I'm getting back out there. You know, it can kind of burn you out being on the road. But,
Sure.
you know, I always see stuff on the road that you just don't see anywhere else, and it just makes you laugh. And I was staying at this hotel, and one of my club dates, and I go down to the jacuzzi, and there's a sign above the jacuzzi that says, "No one shall jump or dive into the jacuzzi." Now, if you're going to dive headfirst into a jacuzzi, are you really going to be swayed by the word shall? Come on, boys, let's go into jacuzzi. Hold on, I see the King's English.
Wow.
What the heck?
I'm guessing that was a lawyer. They really should have.
That just made me laugh all day. That takes away the loneliness of the road. 'Cause it can't get lonely.
Aren't you a history professor?
Yeah.
Didn't you know that? She has one friend from England that's always bragging about their language. We invented your language. You wouldn't have a language if it wasn't for us. Well, you spelled pneumonia with a P, stupid. Nat starts with a G, and you're bragging about that? And she goes, you know what? They're silent. You know what? You better be silent before I stab you in your face with a knife.
Now, Andy Hendrickson is the other voice you're hearing in the studio. Andy is a stand-up comedian. You're a young guy.
Yeah.
Handsome guy. Are you married?
No, I'm single.
Girlfriend or anything?
No, none of that. It's, it's
you
tough on the
comedians
road.
really know how to get the action.
Troubadour's town. They move from town to town. New woman in every port.
Yeah, all my friends are married. I got more weddings on the docket this year. I got a wedding on Memorial Day, another one on Labor Day. You guys have the friends like that? You're like, oh, great, your love's so special. You get to wreck my 3-day weekend.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Maybe I'll have my funeral on the Super Bowl. How about that?
How about that? I'll show you.
Bring a snack.
Hey, it's comedian Roy Wood.
Sent you. Thank you very much.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Over there, in the sassy scarf, we have Christy Lee.
Hey.
In the performance room, we have Mr. Pat Godwin.
Hey, Jeff.
We got the never stoned at work, Willie Griswold.
I'm not high at work. But
Over at the joke desk, we have Ace Cosby. I'm Jeff Oskay, and here's our leader, Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much, Jeffrey. I enjoyed your editorial this morning very much.
Thanks.
It was about video games, and I think the only really qualified gamer here is Willie.
Yeah, I'm sort of a qualified gamer, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sort of a qualified gamer.
How much gaming do you do a week?
Too much. Well, the thing is, like, a lot of my friends don't live in town, so it's truly the only way I hang out with my friends every day is through video games.
Gotcha.
I played for an hour yesterday with one buddy, and then an hour after with another buddy.
Okay.
Now, are you talking the whole time?
Yeah. We just talk.
You're on headsets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, can you take a break where you stop the game and just chat?
I mean, sure. It just kind of happens. You'll finish the game. You'll say, hey, let's go to the lobby. And that's where you wait to join another game. And then someone will go to the bathrooms. And then you just catch up with your other buddy.
So while you're in the lobby, do other people hear you talking?
No, you're just talking to your friends. I mean, it depends on the game. There are some games where you talk to everybody. But in this one, you're just talking to your pals.
Oh.
And then how do they know it's you? Other than
Sign
your
on?
voice. Is there...
Yeah, you have like what's your gamer tag?
Yeah, everyone has a little thing. Well, they changed it. Everyone calls me Pork Chop in there now, which I hate. And it's so funny. It's hilarious.
Pork Chop?
Yeah, we all have nicknames. There's Pork Chop. There's Seaman, is my friend Colin. And then Sebastian is just Seb. And then you see, and then you can see a little microphone by their name flashing.
So you know they're on.
They're talking.
Gotcha.
How did you get the name Pork
Chop?
Were you eating pork chops while playing a game one night? Please tell
It's
me.
just a fat joke. That's all it is. Oh, Pork Chop over there. And there's pigs in the game.
You're not fat.
I know, but my friends aren't fat at all, so I have to be fat.
So what is the nature of the game?
It's Fortnite, or we've been playing Fall Guys a lot lately, and Fortnite is just 100 players land on an island. There's a little circle that gets smaller, so you have to get closer and closer to each other. You try to kill everyone else, and then your team gets the victory royale if you're the final group.
Right.
Wow.
Does that mean you get a pig?
No, but you can ride pigs, and sometimes they'll go, "Oh, Willie's over here," and I go, "I'm on the other side of the map," and they go, "No, there's a pig by me." And
Does it take both? You have to use both hands all the time?
Yeah, you use both hands. Christy, I don't know if you know this, but in male friendships, you just find any weakness and you make fun of that.
Right,
my friend
exploit
Colin.
it.
Colin
really?
is insecure. We make fun of him for that. My friend Sebastian is from Colombia, and we're just terribly racist towards him. It's just, it's what you do. We say things like we call him Hawaiian. Pretty fun time.
Okay.
Now, do the ladies do that to each other?
I don't play video games. I have no idea.
I mean Willie's larger point about nicknames.
Oh, no. Are you kidding? I think
You don't
our
look like a friend.
self-esteem would be crushed in a second.
behind your
Not
back?
to their face. Yeah, exactly.
Well, and especially young women.
Yeah.
Like, if my sister posts a picture onto Instagram, people, oh my gosh, Slay, you're
Right.
so beautiful.
Yeah.
I've never even seen, when my friends text me, it's like, oh my God, that's what you're wearing.
Right.
Your shirt is too small. Send me a picture, put your hands up like this. I guarantee I can see your belly button. Stuff like that.
Well, you guys are brutal.
Now, can you, without saying who it is, do you have a particular person that behind her back you would call or something, and what would that be?
No.
Like, do you have Stinky Vag or something?
No. Oh, my gosh, no.
Some awful nickname for...
We had a nickname. One of my female friends was Good Body, Ugly Face. for just obvious reasons. She had a great body, horrible face.
Nickname?
Well, not to her face, behind her back.
Not
It'd
to
be
her
like,
ugly face.
Is good body, is good body, ugly face coming to the party?
You didn't somehow shorten it?
No.
GBUF?
Yeah, that would have made way more sense, but it's funnier just so.
GBUF sounds like a scam charity that you get emailed to donate to.
We have a couple things I wanted
Women
to...
are the worst to each other behind their backs.
But I would like to know some of the nicknames. I think that's...
I don't have nicknames
I think
for...
they're just generally mean.
Yeah, I think they're just generally mean.
It's
we don't
honestly
have nicknames.
Christy, I love the ball busting and male friendships. In the last year, I had a really tragic event happen in my life, and everyone's texting me all these supportive things. Hey, I love you. I hope you're okay. But my friend Colin didn't know, and he was being so mean to me. Hey, get on the game, you bitch. Stuff like that. And it made me so happy just to be treated regularly.
Oh, yeah.
And then 5 days later, he found out what happened, and he was so sorry.
Oh, I bet.
Just the greatest. Male friendships are toxic, but boy, are they fun.
Now, here's a positive for you. This guy just texted, my son had someone come to his wedding that he had only known through Xbox.
Mm-hmm. I mean, during COVID, I played with my friend Colin, my friend Sebastian, and my cousin's husband, Eddie. And we would all play together, and they never met until last summer. We all got to hang out. It was the greatest.
Oh, that's cool.
It's fun.
It's way more common now to have online friendships that people will meet up years or decades later that they had never met in person, but they have these great relationships online.
There are some people, that's all they have.
And everybody
Online
was
friends.
mad. Everyone was mad at my creepy uncle for doing it in the 90s, but he was an innovator, you guys.
Yeah, there are some weird connections that people have. I know that, for example, every morning we have to connect with our satellite guy.
Right.
Yeah.
And so Mark will have these discussions. These two guys have never even seen each other, but every morning it's, hey, how's it going?
Back when I worked at an envelope company, I spoke with the sales rep. She sounded so hot. And I spoke with her for like 7 years. And then I was leaving. She goes, hey, since you're leaving, I want to come in and take you out to lunch one day. I was like, yeah, let's do this. And then the lady showed up looking like my mom. And I was like, oh, that was not.
Come on, sweetheart. Let's go to Arby's.
Yeah, come on. Get in the truck. I'm like, all right. But over the phone, she sounded gorgeous. Like she had this great phone voice and sounded very sultry. And
I told you back in the day, we had a thing right by because we used to have a sort of a traditional looking phone with a lot of buttons on it it would interface with the radio station.
Sure.
So we could put it over the air. I forgot how it works. I, of course, don't know how to do it. But right next to it, there were two photographs of extraordinarily ugly men and women.
Right.
And it just said, this is who you are talking to.
oh, as a reminder?
Yeah, as a reminder that the late night guy didn't invite Sheila over. And just to find out that, yikes.
That's so weird. Is that why Dean has that picture of Oskay on his desk?
Yeah.
I always wondered why that was there.
I've got friends, and I know that social media, but it just actually sent me a reminder. A gentleman in the UK, Brian, I probably talk to him 3-4 times a week. He always checks on you and Bob and how's everybody doing. And he's I've never met the guy, but I'd call him a friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, I think there are a lot of people that have those kinds of friendships. I think that's the great thing about the internet. That's how I met that girl in France that has the chateau. It's awesome.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What does she look like?
She's
Just
gorgeous. No, she's gorgeous, but she's married, so.
I don't care. I'm open.
Jeff, you don't talk enough about how you cheat constantly.
Oh,
You should
yeah.
really
I'm just a
discuss that more
huge,
on air.
that's all I do.
Yeah, that's him.
Now, the opposite of that.
Yes.
I can remember I think my aunt was really lonely, one of my aunts, and she would go out, she'd have to go buy something,
Okay.
And then, but she'd be gone all day. And I think it was just so she could go to the store and talk to the clerks, and that was her only way to see. Yeah, I think that still happens.
That still happens, especially with older folks.
Well, I think it's in the UK. They now are starting grocery stores where they have a line that's for old people who want to talk at the checkout.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And so it keeps them away from people like me who want to just buy my and get out of the store.
Do you want a nice, friendly conversation? Come on down to Wholesome Foods.
Yeah.
We're going to have a nice convo about the weather, about
Yeah, we
sports.
got Madge on aisle 1 wanting to chat it up about your grandkids. Come on down.
That's kind of sweet.
No, I thought it was a great idea.
Yeah.
That is a great idea.
Apparently, they haven't dwindled down into doing all your own checkouts over in Europe yet. They actually have cashiers at their registers.
So how do you feel about the self-check?
I love it.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I get to play shopkeeper.
I get to play shoplifter. It's a lot of fun.
I don't do that.
Yeah, I like that very much.
Get in, get out. Nobody saw anything.
Whenever I'm in there, I'm just going beep, beep. And that's me making the sound. I'm making the beep noise.
Willie, did you know they have your transactions are recorded?
No, I know. That's why I wear a face mask. I'm very safe when I'm in there.
No. You scanning things. They have a camera that looks at it. Because I've done it a couple times at Meijer where my thing didn't ring up right. So the cashier come over and check, and it goes back to that item to make sure it got scanned.
Well, unless they can find the guy wearing a Punisher face mask, I don't know how they're going to catch me.
We have coming up a couple of things. I got to mention once again our Pigskin Pick'em, bobandtom.com/contest. Get your picks in before next Thursday, and you could be winning the beautiful Big Green Egg Mini Max. Right now, I want to talk about those great earbuds from Raycon. I'll just give them my personal endorsement. I use them all the time. I used to have the Apple ones that stick out like little pencils in your ears that fall out, and they would never sync. And I got the Raycons. They stay in your ear, and they've got a special design to do that. And also they have those adjustable gooey things. What do we call those, Christy?
The ear tips, the gel tips?
Yeah, that's what they call them. I just call them those things. But
You
they're
call
great.
them gooey things, yeah.
Once you get them on, they stay right there. 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life. And they're about half the price of the more expensive earbuds. I love my Raycons, and you can get a great deal on them right now. Buyraycon.com/Tom, and that'll knock 15% off your Raycon order. Check them out, Raycon earbuds at buyraycon.com. 15% off right now. Buyraycon.com. Easy to remember. Lots of different modes. You can listen to music, listen to a book, listen to the radio, whatever you want to do with your Raycons. I know I love mine. Buyraycon.com/Tom. What's coming up, Christy? I know you got something about parrots robbing a bank.
Yeah, and a wild boar in the news, and West Point, and Egyptian mummies, and board games and young kids. Are they good for you or bad for you? We'll
They're
find
trouble.
Really? Well, I want to hear that. And we'll get a song out of Pat.
All right.
You've done a great job today, Pat. Let's keep it up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Now, when you first got out of the Marines, didn't you have to be an usher like at your sister's wedding or something? What was that story?
Right. When you come out of boot, first of all, let me just say I was engaged once. And the girl kept the ring.
Oh, no.
That was 2 hours of salary gone. All right. No. When you come out of boot camp, you're ready for anything. I mean, you know what I mean? Outstanding. That's the attitude. Outstanding. That's the Marine Corps. When I came out of boot camp, my sister got married. She had me seat the people at her wedding. They'd come walking up to me in front of the church like, oh, you must be Patricia's brother. Sit down. Shut your pie hole. I don't want to be your friend. 200 people showed up. I put them all in the same row. Tighten it up. We don't have all day. We are totally uncomfortable. Outstanding. Shut your cake hole or pie. What do you eat, cake or pie?
Oh, my God.
Comedian Greg, hi.
Why can't we have single vows? How about some single vows?
Single vows?
I vow to be single?
How would
Just
that
some
work?
vows, do you promise to sit all by yourself in your quiet apartment with your frozen dinner and your stupid pet fish? Yeah! Never have a ride to or from the airport? Yeah! Sign me up! Park the lot 88Z, schlepping your stuff.
But I want to clarify for Christy, because I know Christy's a big Catholic, and I grew up Catholic. I was an altar boy as a kid, and I think Jesus is a great role model, but I think he's kind of like the popular guy in high school where everyone says they're his friend, but he wouldn't name you as one of his best friends. Like if you asked him who his best friends were, he'd be like Gandhi, Martin Luther King Jr., Matt Damon. And you'd be like, what about Mike Birbiglia? He'd be like, I feel like I'd recognize his face if I saw him, but the name doesn't ring a bell. Jesus has a lot of Twitter followers,
He does.
actually.
Absolutely.
Oh,
God.
You know what? Let me tell you something. I'm gonna have a wedding agreement I'm putting together right now. I've been writing it over here. The girl's gonna have to sign this before I get married.
Okay.
Number
what do you
one,
have? Yeah.
at no time will your rear end be wider than your shoulders. Okay. Number two, your eyebrows will number 2. Normal size, not super skinny or painted on, thus reflecting mental illness.
It's all making good sense so far.
So far, keep going,
We will have a dog for me to play with and for you to care for. Same with children.
By the way, Greg is serious about that. We have had that conversation where you don't say that in joke form.
No.
You don't do your version where you've said to me, I want a girl to marry who we can get a dog and she'll take care of the dog when I go on the road. And that's one of your prerequisites.
And pick me up at the airport in your SUV.
At the airport. You've had this conversation.
Why limit it to an SUV? Why not a limo?
Because you want to drive it.
Limo's a good idea, Bob. Good idea. I like limos.
Hey, you dog owners, listen up. This is something for your big sweetie. Chew Works.
Has your dog ever scarfed down one of those chew sticks without really chewing?
ChewWorks has a hold to chew, which will prevent choking and GI blockage.
When dogs can't properly hold the chew stick between their paws anymore, they tend to just swallow it.
Available in 3 sizes, mini, junior, and large. Extra large coming soon.
Their whole purpose is to provide a safer and healthier way for your dogs to chew.
ChewWorks.com.
Morning Sunshine.
Bob and Tom Radio.
In the studio with us, comedian Mike McRae. I understand you're a big Indiana Jones guy. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah. That's my favorite movie series ever, man. And those movies are always like, when I went to college, I would watch those all the time. I'd be like that would be the professor to have for any kind of class. Because he just, every semester, he just, takes off for 3 or 4 weeks to save the world or find some Inca staff in Peru or something, Like he walks into the first day. All right, class, my name is Dr. Indiana Jones. I'll be your professor for Archaeology 101. His dad busts in the door. Junior, Dad, I'm teaching class here. Junior, there's no time. We're almost zombies about to uncover the sword of destiny in a Vandalic horde in Tunisia. Look, I can't just go chasing after some sword all the time. It's not just any sword, Junior. It's Balmung. Balmung. The legendary sword of Siegfried, bestowed by his widow upon Theodoric the Ostrogoth before the slaughter of the Burgundians, and then lost for 1,000 years. Class is like, I don't know what he's talking about, but yeah, go find it. Go save the world. We'll be here when you get back. We'll be at the bar, or the speakeasy, or whatever they had back then. It'll be perfect. Class is partying afterwards. Hey, man, what I tell you every semester?
Hi, this is Ross Bennett, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're here with Christy Lee over on the news desk. We got Pat Godwin over there in the performance room. Willie Griswold's around here somewhere. We got Ace Cosby over there at the joke desk. And there he is, our fearless leader, Mr. Tom Griswold.
Do you have Cardinals on your shirt?
I do. I have Cardinals. I think I have Bears.
What? I mean,
there's a lot going on this shirt.
It says Camp Life on the ribbons.
Oh, okay. Camp Life.
Oh.
So there's an otter maybe, and
oh yeah, there's a lot going on. My girlfriend's buying my clothes now.
Really?
Yeah, she's picking it out.
It's
boy.
very festive.
It is.
Does your girlfriend buy your clothes, Tom?
I think the word you're looking for is approve of. and the answer is no. We're working on that, trying to develop a particular look. We'll see what happens.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She's trying to style you?
Yeah. We have Christy Lee at the news desk, as you can hear. You're looking very nice today. Look, you've got your job interview suit on.
I'm not. I don't have a job interview. I'm wearing jeans. I would never wear jeans to a job interview. Would you?
I fortunately don't have any
What was
job
the last
interviews.
time you had a job interview?
It's been a while.
You realize-
I interviewed myself.
You realize I was the state winner in job interview for the DECA Club in high school.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
When I had my interview with Tom a decade ago, I used to have a nose ring.
Yes.
And man, he did not look me in the eye once. He just stared at my nose ring for the entire meal.
My sister Lucy had a nose ring for 2 years before my dad even noticed.
Really?
Whoa. Yeah.
How'd she get away with that?
I think she would tuck it in sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Because he can either notice too much or notice nothing at all.
Yeah.
I noticed that I just wasn't going to say anything.
Lucy or Jeff?
Oh, in Jeff's case, no, I judged immediately.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I can see that bad decisions are something he's good at.
Yeah, he's like, hey, I need another Godwin in my life. Come on board. Sweet.
Did you have the one that went between the nostrils?
No, I had a hoop on the
outside.
Yeah.
What was the statement that was making?
Just trying to make my dad angry.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, same reason I voted for Barack Obama. The only reason, just to make him angry. It worked. Hasn't talked to me in 12 years.
You were writing him in 04.
Yeah, way early.
Whatever, the ring.
No, it's not whatever for you.
It's out. I haven't worn it in years.
Is the
Could
hole
you put
still
it back
there?
in?
Yeah, I have a hole in each. I had one on each side.
You had two nose rings?
Yeah. Not at the same. Not when I met with you. I know I wouldn't have gotten the job then.
Now, do they? So
grow back in?
If you were to hold your thumbs on the bottoms of your nostrils like this and blow, would snot shoot out the sides?
No.
Are you sure?
Maybe. I don't know. We can try it.
No, that's all right.
No, I had my tongue pierced. That healed up.
What?
Immediately.
Ugh. That can be fatal if you get it in the wrong spot.
Well, I'll tell you, it's why I'm down to like 9 teeth in my mouth is because I knocked all the enamel off of it, having it.
Hey, Ms. Hooker, would you please step up to the microphone? I just saw Jessica in the hallway. I know that you are currently. Am I speaking out of school when I mentioned that you're getting rid of your tattoos?
Yeah, I am from the.
You're having them lasered off.
I am from the elbow down, and it sounds like Jeff and I had a lot of the same piercings too.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Did you have a bunch of?
Yeah, as soon as I turned 18, I drove to the piercing place and was like, piss my dad off, do it all. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I did my tongue, my eyebrow, and my nose.
Now, if you have your tongue done, does it affect your speech?
No, it didn't, but I did swallow the top twice.
Really?
Yeah, in my sleep. Yeah, didn't choke.
Will you leave it in when you sleep?
Yeah. You leave it in all the time.
Yeah, if you take it out, literally, I had mine out less than a day and it healed back.
Yeah, so
your tongue heals back immediately.
Faster than anything else, yeah.
Man.
Did it affect your speech?
It did for the first couple weeks.
Yeah.
Until I got used. You start off with a really long bar that goes through because your tongue swells so large that it has to have room to expand.
Yeah.
And then after a couple weeks, you can go to a smaller, shorter bar that doesn't interfere with
doesn't
your
cut
eating.
off circulation.
So would you, had I been just speaking with you casually, would I have noticed you had that in there?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Yeah. I don't think so.
Is this some kind of a sexual
Are you better pleasing women?
thing? Is
Yeah.
that the idea?
Yeah, my girlfriend at the time loved it. Yeah, she said it was way better.
Did you mainly do it for her or to piss your dad off?
The second. Everything I've ever done in my life is to upset my father.
That is so crazy that you guys had to go that far to piss your dad off.
What do you do?
I just had to say that West Side Story wasn't that good. Freaked out.
If I would mention West Side Story, my dad would beat my ass. That's the kind of dad I got.
That's so funny. They're singing up on stage. What do you think they're singing about, boy?
Not around my boy, they ain't.
Now, Jeffrey, do you still
grab
have?
a hammer, boy.
Dare I ask?
I have no piercings. I just have the bad tattoos that I have.
Okay, and the I'm trying to remember. Is it like the Sir Galahad? What's the one on the schlong called? Isn't it some
Prince Albert? Prince Albert.
Prince Albert. I was close.
Sure, Galahad.
Did you have the penile?
I kept it above the waist.
Yeah.
I had my nipples done. I had my tongue, my ears
Me too.
stretched.
Oh, wait,
and then-
whoa.
Yep.
You had your nipples?
You had your nipples done.
Yeah.
What'd you put in there?
Little hoops.
I had a hoop in each
Couldn't
one.
someone grab them and pull?
Yeah, they could.
They sure can.
Yeah, that's why I took them out once I had a baby, because that's the first thing they reach for and pull on.
Yeah.
Your nipples look like Michael Jordan in the playoffs, dude.
Yeah, couple hoops. Yeah.
Miss Hooker, did you have your? Do you mind if I ask you?
Yeah, I did. I had one of them done. We were on
Just one?
Just one.
That's
because
so hot. That is
just one because you have like there's so much adrenaline when you get it done that he's like, hey, there's a good chance that this second one is going to hurt a lot worse.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, but we were on spring break in college. And a friend of mine, we didn't have any money, but we wanted to do it. And so we told this old piercing guy that we just got engaged on the beach and we want matching nipple rings instead of engagement rings. And he was like, oh, I'll do it for free. And that's how we got free nipple rings.
And
Yeah.
hepatitis.
That was free too.
Free nipple rings.
Did I got to word this delicately.
Okay.
Would having a nipple piercing affect breastfeeding?
It does. Milk comes out.
It does. So
all
it's
of
like
it.
a
Yep.
water wiggle, whatever.
Yeah, and I had taken it out years before I had children, but yeah, it was still there.
Good
and
thing you did. Otherwise, your babies would have been punk rock as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so 3 exits there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, forgive me if this is too personal. What was hanging from the nipple?
I just had a barbell, so it was just, it was, I didn't have a hoop. I had a
5
barbell.
pounds, 10 pounds? What'd you go with?
Wow, you'll be playing soccer with that boo.
Drag him if it's 5 pounds.
What options does one have for the ladies for a nipple ring? Do they have a whole array of?
It's the same. There's just usually jewels at the end. Yeah. So it's like on my tongue ring, it's the same piece of jewelry for your tongue that you can use in your nipple. I didn't use the same ones, but like on my tongue ring, it was a yellow smiley face on the top of the Yeah,
A smiley face. That sounds sexy and adult.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was 18, so.
I remember reading that Mick Jagger, on one of his lower front teeth, had a jade put there.
Mm-hmm.
I think, is that his daughter's name or something?
Yeah.
And in any event, he finally, I
wife or
think
something.
Keith said to him, it looks like a piece of lettuce. So you replaced it with a diamond.
I bet.
It looked like he always
So Mick Jagger had the first grill?
Yeah,
maybe.
pretty much.
Wow.
Trendsetter.
Yeah.
Have you seen the gems that people get stuck into their skin?
Yes, I've seen them where they put them where a beauty mark is.
Yeah, beauty mark, or where a ring would go.
Or their
like in here.
dimples.
Yeah, they're dimples.
Yeah, or dimples.
That is the one thing where I turn into my dad. Have fun with your body. Do what you want to
Yeah,
do.
but
Get
that
weirdly
thing
big
is
boobs.
just-
But yeah, like the diamond they get in the middle of their forehead.
Yeah.
Also, as a guy with mild acne, I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Why are you getting blemishes that are cool?
Yeah,
Shut up.
you have a clean face. Leave it alone.
I don't remember. How do they stick on?
They put some type of, they put it inside your skin and then it attaches. Like, I don't know how they do it.
Basically, it's a hole. They have a flat part that they stick through the hole that has a post that's coming out of it, and then they screw it to that. But
Yeah.
the flat part goes under your skin.
under your skin.
Yeah, so it's an earring without a back, really. Yeah.
So it's kind of like those things that hold the shelves into drywall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an anchor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly right.
Exactly.
When I was a kid, I remember looking at National Geographic and seeing some of those crazy things where people would extend their neck.
Oh, that's
Or their earlobes. Well, they do that now with.
That's the thing,
Cages.
and that was exactly what I was thinking about. Is remember they'd have the particular tribe that, as part of their cultural tradition, would have the huge extending earlobes. Now you don't have to go to Nairobi.
I had that.
You can go to the convenience store.
Yeah, you could put my finger through,
And it
the
went
hole.
back?
Yeah, and it all went back. There's still a
Really?
hole there. You can see a hole still, but it all went back.
Yeah, I always heard you can go up to a 1/4 inch, but after that it won't bounce back.
Yeah.
And then you have those saggy.
Yeah.
You look like a groupie for Motley Crue in like '96. You know.
Yeah.
Well, a quarter-inch, that'd be good if you were doing some carpentry. You could pop your pencil in there.
Yeah, sure.
That'd hold it. And if it was bigger, if you were a janitor, which you probably are, you could just fit that broomstick in there.
Tom, did you ever have an earring?
No.
No?
And I've never worn a gold. I've never worn a gold chain. The only watch the only jewelry I've ever worn is a watch.
Really?
And yeah.
No jewelry, nothing.
No,
okay.
no.
So what did you do to anger your parents instead of getting tattoos and piercings?
He became a radio personality.
He went to an Ivy League school that wasn't Harvard. It was very controversial. Very controversial.
So no wedding ring?
He did for a while.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
There's a lot of people that don't wear wedding rings
And that
anymore.
should be against the law.
Now, I'll tell you what. Pat was my witness. We were in Louisville. And we were doing our show on the tattoo.
Yeah.
We had the tattoo removal lady was in the audience, and she was real nice.
Right.
And she said she'd help Pat get rid of one of his tattoos.
Which I'd love to, yeah.
And we were talking to her. You might remember the answer to this question.
I remember this.
I said, "What is the most commonly removed tattoo?" Do you remember, Ace?
I do not.
The wedding band.
The wedding band tattoo.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say a name, but
Yeah. I thought it would have been a name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Pat, you can go with me next time.
Are you're doing it right now?
Yeah.
the tattoo removal?
Yeah, every 6 weeks.
And that's a laser thing?
It is.
Does it hurt as much as the tattoo?
It hurts worse than the tattoo, but it's not as long. So it's about 15 minutes of really intense pain.
Is it effective? Completely effective?
It is completely effective. You will never know you had a tattoo after that.
But Pat,
yeah,
it's not free.
No, it's not free, Pat.
Is it costly, Ace?
Yeah, it's costly.
I'm on a budget.
Ace has a Groupon, so you're set.
Wow. Interesting. We promised to get a couple news stories in. We're not going to be able to get them all in. But let's just squeeze in one or two. Can you do I like the one about the parrots.
A man with 3 parrots wanted by Virginia police for robbery. The Fairfax County Police Department said the suspect robbed a McDonald's restaurant, took an undisclosed amount of money before fleeing. DC News Now shared surveillance footage of the suspect that showed he had 3 parrots resting on his shoulders and wore a black cowboy hat.
So stop right there. 3 parrots on his shoulders and a cowboy hat in a McDonald's.
Yeah.
He's not going to stand out at all.
No.
That's hilarious.
Authorities are looking for the man and have asked anyone with information about the case to contact them immediately. Yeah, you would think it'd be easy to spot.
Yeah. At least in a police lineup. You're
Right.
nailing that every time. The guy next to the guy with the 3 canaries on his shoulder, the one with the parrots. Oh, yeah.
The one with the parrot eating the Big Mac. One of the parrots is going to squawk.
Sure.
He's going to.
He did it.
I saw. You've ever seen Parrot Guy over here?
No.
The FedEx store. I've seen him twice. There's this guy that walks around with this. Well, it might not be a parrot. It's a huge bird.
Is it white?
No.
Is it a macaw?
It's this giant bird though, and he walks around with it on his shoulder.
Weird. Yeah.
And my question, of course, is
Where does it poop down his back?
Doesn't it poop?
Yeah.
So, we had the story this morning you guys missed.
About the bull?
This is very visual, and I apologize, but it's a guy has a gigantic bull that rides shotgun in his car.
Yep, it's a specially modified Ford Crown Victoria sedan with the roof and the windshield removed so that the bull can sit there in the passenger seat. But as we noticed, the bull poop, it runs down the back window, if you will.
It's a lot of it.
So he stands there. He's not like sitting.
No, he's kind of sitting.
Gotcha.
Kind of on the back.
Gotcha.
He's huge. He wouldn't fit in the seat.
Yeah. When I first saw the headline, I thought it was going to be sort of a small.
It's a Longhorn steer Watusi mix.
It's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's big.
But I'm thinking about this guy with the parrots. Do you think this guy has some kind of superhero thing going on in his head?
He thinks he's Birdman?
Did the Joker the first time out have the green hair and the whole deal already, or did he experiment?
Right.
Just went out with the white face and then
building his brand.
Yeah.
Is this guy square one? He's Pirate Man or something. Kind of just seems like completely crazy. A couple quick things. I mentioned our pigskin pick'em. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. Before next Thursday, you could win the Big Green Egg Mini Max. Do your picks. It's a lot of fun. It's easy. Willie G on the road with Greg Hahn next weekend, September 8th and 9th at the Jukebox in Peoria. That'll be a great show. Also, coming up, we've got Duke Tomato. Duke's got a little thing that he's going to be doing coming up this weekend in Michigan City, where he'll be doing with the Bob and Tom Horns coming up on Labor Day Monday. All right, Christy, we can squeeze in one more story.
Oh, what do you want to do here? We'll do this because we talked about it earlier in the week. A nearly 200-year-old West Point time capsule that appeared to be empty was actually found to contain some hidden treasures after all. West Point officials said the lead box, believed to have been placed by cadets in the base of a monument, contained 6 silver American coins dating from 1795 to 1828, as well as a commemorative medal.
I'm skeptical.
I knew you would be. The discovery comes after the underwhelming ceremonial opening that went viral earlier this week.
Do you remember this story?
There was nothing in it. Remember, it was silt.
It was just, yeah. So they didn't, they've got a live audience worldwide. They didn't take the box and maybe, I don't know, stick a pencil in there looking around.
They did a Geraldo with the...
Yeah, they didn't stir it around to see if there were coins in the bottom.
I think this may be a face-saving measure.
Well, according to this news account, the coins that survived included a 1795 5-cent piece, an 1800 Liberty dollar, an 1818 25-cent coin, 10-cent and 1-cent coins from 1827, and an 1828 50-cent piece. There was also an Erie Canal commemorative medal dating to 1826.
I'm skeptical.
Various expert websites indicate the potential value of most of the coins, depending on the condition, is between a couple of $100 to well over $1,000.
I'm just saying, you wait 200 years to open the thing up, you open it up and don't look around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you, actually, for the ones.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. We're coming right back with our history lesson. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules, or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, everybody. Chick McGee here from the Bob and Tom Show. I want to tell you about the NFL season coming up. We got together with the folks at Big Green Egg, and each and every week, you're going to have a chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg during the Pigskin Pick'em program on the Bob and Tom Show.
Google knows everything. It's incredible. You can wake up after a long night of drinking being like, Google, who is this girl in bed with me? Google will be like, do you mean, who is this guy?
Don't you mean?
Oh, no, Google, what did I do last night? Do you mean, what didn't you do?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I like, technology is crazy. I like Amazon. I'm growing increasingly terrified of, the robot takeover of Earth.
Amazon knows what you're going to get. Is that what you're talking about? Hey, you bought this CD. I'll bet you'd like this one.
Yeah. It's like even in the last Terminator, the robots couldn't read our minds. If you like Amazon.com, you may also enjoy being enslaved by robots. Yeah.
You're right, though. It's like having robots.
Amazon does suggest stuff for you.
I like the spammers that use like they always use like a common name like Steve. Some generic subject like been a while. They try to pretend like it's someone or whatever. And I open it up. It's like, do you want free porn? Like, well, only a dear friend of mine would know how much I enjoy free porn. Click. My computer just explodes.
Thank you, Steve.
Go buy a new one. I email him back. I'm like, dear Steve, thanks so much for trying to send me a free porn. Damnedest thing, my computer exploded. Could you please resend?
Damnedest thing.
Our guest in the studio is comedian Shane Moss.
I realized how addicted I was to internet porn recently. I broke my computer. I didn't have a computer for like 4 or 5 weeks. It was sent in, and this is one of the most pathetic things I've ever done in my life. I found myself one day, satisfying to myself, to the idea of having a working computer. It's like thinking about screen sizes and.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Okay.
You took my breath away from the moment I first saw you. Will you marry me, Dolly? She said yes! She said yes!
It's not a real person.
It's not a real diamond. Real, natural, earthborn diamond. For your real love, from a real jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer Jewelers.
I watch a lot of news. By the way, my favorite news channel is CNN Headline News. Is it? Because there's no segue between stories. They go from polar opposite A to B with nothing in between.
Yeah.
And that's what the future looks like with a nuclear North Korea. Coming up next, a boy in Pittsburgh collects nickels. It's like the news for people with ADD. We're all gonna die. Hey, a horsey. Squirrel. I'm gonna. But these are some news stories that I noticed over the past several weeks. Could I share some?
Sure.
A woman in England pled guilty to disturbing the peace with her noisy lovemaking.
Yeah.
Well, she said guilty, but you could totally tell she was faking it.
Sure.
A company in Ireland created the world's first ever green technology vibrator that's powered by winding it up. Which means basically it's a Jack in the Box.
Technically, it is.
Sesame Street turned 40 years old last year, which you could tell because Big Bird got an earring and a Corvette.
Press it, and here's your chick going, "Are you ready?
Are you ready? Yeah.
Then the disco music starts. Oh, yeah.
Techno action.
Christy! Actually, it's chicks.
Eyebrow dandruff. That's disgusting. Is that a thing?
I'm not proud of it.
Why would you bring that up on the air?
I didn't. It was Christy did. It was said in confidence off the air.
Yeah.
Don't ever say eyebrow dandruff in front of a potential lover.
No.
Hey, look, ladies. If I'm on top, you might get sprinkled on.
Well,
Let it snow.
if you're on top, I'll just let everybody else finish that.
Oh, I see. If you're on top, you got about eight seconds to live. Is that it?
I wouldn't say 8.
If you're on top, Godspeed to your ribs, ladies. Is that what we're getting at?
This is from.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Over there at the news desk, we have the lovely Christy Lee.
Thank you, Jeff.
In the performance room, Pat Godwin. Will be at Cedar Rapids at the end of this month.
Yeah, with you.
Doing shows. Willie Griswold over there.
How dare you plug your show without plugging that I'll also be in Peoria next weekend with Greg Hahn.
Good point. Ace Cosby, where will you be next weekend?
We're not talking arenas yet.
Oh, yeah. Let's take it slow. I'm Jeff Oskay, and there is our man, our leader, My favorite man, Mr. Tom Griswold.
Well, thank you very much. Now, Ace, I suppose you could do maybe something live at the dollar store. That'd be fun.
That'd be I would go.
Set up a stage in the parking lot.
Yeah.
It's time now to review a little bit of history for you today. Today's the 1st of September, of course.
Day I'll always remember. Oh, that was nothing.
I wouldn't have guessed this. 1715, King Louis the 14th of France died after the longest reign of any English or European monarch, for that matter. 72 years in office, such as it is. Queen Elizabeth made it to 70.
Yeah.
So that's a long time.
I didn't think people lived that long back then.
Well, he did.
Yeah.
Had a hell of a wig collection at the end. Sitting around a lot, bossing people around.
He was in office. I'm sorry. He was in office for 70 years, and most American politicians are over 70 years old.
That's true. Yeah.
Fun.
And have been in office for 70 years. So it seems.
Let's see. 1807, Aaron Burr. Ooh, another rough one. Once again acquitted of treason, this time for trying to set up an independent republic in parts of what are now Louisiana and Mexico. 1922. This is really unusual.
What?
New York City required all pool halls to change their name to billiard halls.
Does it sound classier?
I don't know. Were kids showing up in swimming suits?
Yeah. We got to get these kids out of here.
I did not know that.
I didn't either.
Pool starts with a P, and that rhymes with T, and that stands for trouble.
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
Trouble, right there in New York City.
Billiards. I had no idea. I wonder if that's still a rule.
I don't know.
Well, on a more serious note, in 1939, Germany invaded Poland. They said they weren't going to do that, so it turns out those Nazis were liars.
Really?
Gee, I would have thought. On a much lighter note, 1954, Alfred Hitchcock's famous movie Rear Window is released.
Oh, it's a good one.
Sounds like a sex move, doesn't it?
I guess. If that's...
You gave her the old rear window. She won't walk right for a week.
The rear window to the soul, the poet said.
This is obscure. Does anyone know who, it's going to take me a second to get this, who Masanori Murakami is?
The film director?
Godzilla.
No. I did not know that. 1964, the first Japanese person to play in the major leagues in the United States baseball.
Yeah, I never would have gotten that.
Adding a little bit of, I guess,
diversity.
Yeah, and a little bit of truth to the World Series.
Yeah.
I always thought that was a little bit
presumptuous.
Yeah.
Yeah, they leave out a lot.
It's like Miss Universe. Was there a representative from Mars up there? The World Series. Wait a minute. There's lots of other countries. Why aren't they playing? I did not know that. I didn't know it went back that far. And the best player in baseball right now is a Japanese fellow. 1985, the wreck of the Titanic was actually found.
What year?
85. They found it with the submarine and everything and the cameras, and I imagine they're getting fewer visitors these days.
Well, yeah, they want to do another. In fact, that was the news story this week. We didn't talk about it on the air, but they want to send another expedition down there. The TMS expedition people, and they're fighting it because they don't want the hull to be disturbed or anybody to go back down. And
well, okay,
this is a grave site, basically.
Right, here we go. 2006, Roger Goodell began his tenure as the NFL commissioner. And by the way, when he goes out in public, they're not yelling "Roger"; they're just booing. It's that simple. Happy birthday, Conway Twitty! Yikes! Of course, the guy that founded Twitter. Now they call him Conway X. Let's see. Oh, this is a good one. The great Barry Gibb, great songwriter. BG.
Is he the one that's still alive?
He is the one that's staying alive.
All right.
He's a great songwriter. And Dr. Phil, happy birthday.
How old is he?
73.
Huh.
And the Tybo guy, Billy
Banks?
Billy Banks,
yeah.
55. So there you go. That's what we learned in the world of history on this date.
Time for Things We Learned, sponsored by NHTSA. You're out with friends and a few drinks becomes a few too many, and you decide to drive anyway. What's the worst that can happen? Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
Man, we had a lot of Michigan talk today. First off, my cousin Pat is in the UP. A Yugo got blown off the Mackinac Bridge. We debunked it and then rebunked it.
Well, it really didn't get blown off. She got affected by the wind, lost control, had a couple crashes on the way, and then fell off the bridge.
But the fact of the matter is, a car
went off the bridge. That is correct.
And this is a huge suspension bridge over the Mackinac Straits. And it's beautiful. It's great to see.
Terrifying.
It's scary.
I hate that bridge.
Me too.
We learned about a bull in a car named Howdy Doody. He got pulled over by the police.
Yeah, in
Pat
Nebraska.
Godwin.
Big on the duty.
Very big on the duty.
Pat Godwin had a great pumpkin spice song. Thank you, Pat.
Thank you.
And my pop, Tommy over there, at one point one of his coworkers cut off his thumb. And Tom, you put it on ice, Dad, and you saved it.
No.
Yeah, not long. Well, we were working on a remodel, and this guy who was the head guy, he was left-handed, and he was using a skill saw, and he didn't. It's kind of complicated, but the saw kicked back and sliced his thumb off.
Ugh.
So I was not near him, but I heard him screaming. I went over and I found his thumb on the floor.
It's right next to the remote I lost.
Oh, damn.
And I remember looking at it going, God, this guy's got to clean his nails. But no, we put it into, if this ever happens to you, we got it on ice immediately in a baggie and rushed him to the hospital. But in this case, they could not attach it because it was right at the knuckle. And I don't know, but he was back at work the next day. Very large bandage on.
At one point this morning, my dad said, "Can we do something interesting?"
Yeah, he did.
Got a little slow there for me.
Christy's photographer played piano music through her phone at her recent wedding.
Yes, she did, because I had forgotten the wedding. I forgot the music part.
Did she bill you for a DJ fee as well? Doubled up.
No, she did not.
What was the song? Do you remember?
No, it was just piano music. It was just like piano classics on Spotify or something. Little
Cardi B talking about that thing.
No.
That stanky thing.
It was beautiful.
Okay, sorry. Okay,
she saved the day.
Thank you very much, all. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.